So previously, 2 players down this time, which only bodes well for you.
We've never had issues before. We got 2 players down.
Okay, all right. So quickly start off with a go around the table. Your name, your level, and what monster you would not like to encounter tonight.
Oh, do you want me to start?
Yeah, you can go first.
So we've got Orvine, level 4 barbarian. I don't mind fighting anything.
You don't mind anything?
No.
Noted.
But-
Noted. I'll put that on the wish list.
But anything that I can't see. So an invisible beholder would be really painstakingly bad for me.
Invisible beholder.
I've got Orcott. Okay. I've got Orcott. He's a cleric. And what wouldn't I like to see? Literally anything.
Literally anything. A rope. Some sort of harness and a rope.
Would like to see a 3-course meal though.
That's the motto of our
Beautifully laid out.
That's the monster
yeah.
session.
Come on now. If you open the door and you look inside, there's a large table in here. Laid out on it is a 3-course meal.
No. Don't do it.
Beautifully laid out.
Famished. We've walked all the way from Crook's Hall to here. I've only got little legs.
He turns every chip into a fibby.
I'll be playing Lascivious, the level 4 ranger. What do I not want to see?
As many cultists as you saw last time.
That.
It's alright, you've got the murderizer
I've got
on
the
you.
murderizer down there. I don't know, let's go big, like a Tarrasque or something.
Fucking
Let's go big.
giraffe.
Let's go
I
big.
mean,
There's a 10-foot by 10-foot room over here. I've got one in there.
Perfect.
Just poke it.
Do you know what?
We still failed to hit it.
It's a rational fear.
You'll
it's
open
fine.
the door to it and you'll be, oh,
I've got a really bad back. I've been banished here.
Sam.
I'll be Bertelak Haut Dessert, level 4 Paladin of Lie.
My favourite dessert.
And given mention of that 3-course meal that's laid out in the other room, I'm really hoping Zella ain't a hag. That's all I'm saying.
Right, and Harriet.
Bert, I'm a level 4 human druid. And Bert doesn't want to encounter any more eagles.
No more eagles. It's me. All right, so John wasn't here last time. There was what can be described as some combat.
It was really effective combat
It was the most effective combat.
we've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually worked together. We killed some stuff.
Okay. So yeah, you came down and there was a T-junction and 2 doors coming off that.
Remember that?
Alcott opened the door and there were a whole bunch of ogres in there.
Swiftly followed by a sorry, gents.
He tried to shut the door and he got wrenched off its hinges.
Oh dear. So yeah, summary of what happened then for John's benefit from your point of view.
We got fucked up by
Well,
ogres.
They didn't accept Tom's apology.
No, they did not. They were rather rude about it, actually.
They cornered Bertolac and Olcott into the corner at one point.
We were just getting stomped and...
So you
There
gave
we
the
go.
girl murdering.
Oh, well, they were almost getting murdered. They were getting the shit beat out of them.
There was
Oh, then
some
the lanky
really...
one came from down the corridor.
Yeah,
It was like
well,
something out of Attack on Titan.
We started focusing the ones that come out of that toilet.
Yeah.
We didn't think there was a toilet opposite, even though there was a door there that obviously was for other things. Some more 2-headed things
An
came out there.
Ectin came
An
out.
Ectin.
Yeah. They
And-
started wailing on to everyone.
And then some form, was it a giant?
Oh, yeah,
They
massive,
came up
that's what it was.
Behind us again, and it was kind of like wedged in, but you fucking held that
Yeah,
off
yeah.
while we were getting murderized in the corner by the Etin and the things. Bert standing in the middle, like just fucking healing everyone. It was, I don't know how we survived that. It felt bad, but we managed. So we killed them all. Then we went into the room that the Etin came out of, and we found that there was effectively a bit of corridor that had been bricked up. Felt like there's a breeze coming through, and we went in there where we found the magic books that we mentioned before, which Josh pocketed. We came back out, and then we went down where the giant came from, so the bit that was as you came down the stairs straight down. And then there was a room. And then we went through that room, and now we're in this room. And there's the cages of gnolls and some strange woman who... I don't think she was exactly like that, but
Yeah.
it was a bit sus.
I think we've decided.
We made a half deal with hobgoblins, didn't we?
I promised them I'd let them go after we leave.
Yeah.
Or rather when we're on our way out.
I think we came to the consensus that we should probably escort them out because we didn't trust them going past the caravan on the way out alone, given their
Hobgoblin.
Proclivities for killing.
Yes.
Yes, quite right. So you open the door, a bunch of ogres came, before you could even block them, ogres came surging out into the room. And considering earlier in the day I'd been slagging off Bertha like the Haut d'Azur about the amount of his damage output, he's like one shot decapitated an ogre.
Yeah.
You did damage that fight.
Yeah, Ollie was in there as well, doing good with his halberd. Everybody was pulling their weight on that
Until
one.
he threw his halberd on the floor and had to go crawling after it. That was a golden moment.
One of them came out, effectively raising the alarm, and Etin came out the opposite side. Back up the corridor, a stone giant came bursting out the far room, and Orvin pretty much held him down while Bert was moving backwards and forwards, healing the shit out of everyone. And yeah, you won the combat out. You absolutely nailed it, really. I was surprised.
It was super efficient.
We were like, we're combat efficient. When did we get that?
Yeah.
Only by accident, honest.
You know how they say like a stop clock is right like twice a day? It's
Yeah.
that kind of thing. I think it was by accident.
So you've had
we
one
were a
now, that's
well-oiled
it.
machine.
That means another one's due though in about 12 hours time.
Oh yes.
Also, you rolled really well, which never happens.
Yeah.
Never
So it
happens.
was really,
Berthlack did so much damage.
it was a perfect storm
Yeah.
of excellence, which I'm sure will be repeated.
Like every time Rolly rolled a natural one, he's like his next roll was like super high, so it made up for the like enormous goof. It was just
He started off really high, like in the combat he did so well, and he fell off a cliff. The second he got his nat one to hold onto his weapon, like, it was just scrabbling around. And then...
He spent about 3 rounds just getting his weapon back.
but it was so funny, and he just didn't get hit at all like the whole time.
Oh, anyway.
Oh,
so
he's
yeah,
great.
so then we went down the corridor, met the woman, and then now we're here.
That's right, you went down the corridor, a woman came out as an ogre and changed shape into a woman.
I forgot she did that.
Has said that she was had come here with a friend, trying to slip in with the cultists, and had lost him, is now looking for him.
Ooh, maybe that guy left actually.
That was a Helvetian that she'd come in with. So that was in this room here. She came out of this side door. There's 2 rooms there which got a whole bunch of hobgoblins in. And there was some talk about letting them go. And Ollie may have talked about just burning them. Like 5 feet or stood 5 feet away from them. So
Some of them speak common.
some of them speak common, so they know that. But at the same time, you could also hear some of the hobgoblins in the back talking about potentially rushing you guys as well. So you're as bad as each other, to be honest. Who's the monsters, really?
Was that information actually passed on to the rest of the group?
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
I
can't
think
remember.
Josh,
who
Yeah.
said that.
Josh said.
It was passed on, but you might not know as you were busy whispering sweet nothings and temperances here in the
Yeah,
corridor.
so you came back down this corridor outside the door.
Yeah.
With the teacher. There was a
Yes, that's
circular
right.
room that's over here. So for your bearings, you've come down. There's a corridor over here, and this is where the fight took place with the ogres. So corridor there.
Okay.
Come round this way and into this bit. There's another corridor which comes to me, and a circular room over here. Okay.
Huh?
Because that's where you had your little one-to-one
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
performance review from.
The fallen lady herself.
Effectively, Temperance going. Who is it?
She hates singing vocals. And by the way,
No.
the,
Yeah, I
Where did you get my
effectively said,
number?
But you've done all these nice things for me, and then she says, "No, I haven't," and then hung up on me. Basically,
You did
stop
it to
calling me.
You did it to yourself.
the
Hello, Debris.
the woman who we met who transformed herself, Zella,
Yeah.
she said that we should be careful. I don't know if you've ever said this, because the people who were trying to uncover things in this place were looking for a floating creature with a baleful eye. She also talked about ropers. Pretty sure that might be a beholder. Don't know, but it doesn't sound nice. Whatever it is. Did you already say that? No.
There's been some discussion of a floating creature with a baleful eye, and there's been a lot of beholder speculation. But that feels like a bit on the nose to me. Doesn't feel like something I would do. It's like a pirate, obviously, with a magic carpet.
Arr.
We're about to fight Aladdin.
I missed the description. Did
I can't think of a single song from Aladdin, so screwed.
Then we'll have to go
you can't think of a
show you the
single
world.
one? Yeah.
Thank you.
I
I
can
was
show
like-
you the
I've never seen
world. Or,
Prince Ali Wanderers here.
Drowning in Wawa.
Drowning in Wawa.
Drowning in Wawa. I always think of...
Wawa is obviously semen.
That was one of I was going to say that was one of his wishes, wasn't it?
Drown me in
Oh.
Wawa, please.
Come on, Genie, I'm rubbing one off.
We are live on Facebook.
If you're going to drown in Wawa, I hope you've got your PPPE sorted.
Oh, let's not forget the PPPE.
We do sometimes play Dungeons and Dragons.
And when I do, I drown in Wawa. Right, this is the comedy group, although, to be honest, Tieflings in Trouble are giving it a good go at taking the crown.
They'll be dead soon as well.
We're in this room, and there's this weird woman.
Yes.
I have a whole bunch of divine senses.
Do you?
May I use one? And see if she is a whatever the spell does.
Celestial Fiend or Aberration, I think.
She's none of those.
She is none of those. Yeah, Celestial Fiend, undead within 60 foot, not behind total cover. Boom.
Now, when you say she transformed, did she like physically transform, or
It
just
was-
her
It
appearance?
was like a wild shape.
We
She was a
watched
big,
her shrink down.
yeah,
No.
She was a big ogre, and
That is all we can
went
do.
down.
Just disappear. Like the
No,
image.
she
It
just
was like an
literally-
illusion.
She literally
I
just
should have gone
shrunk
back
down,
to
I believe.
remember what I said to these guys at the end of last session, what she said, but I did not do
assume
that.
it's like
I don't know if you...
a fully changed form
Covered
thing, but
Oh, probably more.
No,
But that's-
yeah, we could behold the.
I'm not sure all
before
cop would
session,
know
but
that.
My bad.
No, I'm just curious.
Unless she's got fancy
I'm
watches.
sending messages.
That's all right.
Okay.
This dude.
Sure enough, this computer just said, got some important updates for you.
No!
Delay.
If you press yes, it will take 10 years to update this
It's-
file.
If I go later, it's like pops up Windows 10 will remember this.
God, Windows 10 has told me you better fucking upgrade me to Windows 11 because Windows 10 is going to be unsupported. Oh, sad.
Gotta move it to Windows 11. Combined with the message, this computer can't run Windows 11. Okie dokie. So there you are. You, Alcott just having come back to the triangular room. Hobgoblins on the other side.
I don't know if we didn't know issues got missing, to be honest.
well, you were talking to the hobgoblins at
Yeah.
the time,
Yeah.
so probably not. Well, unless you were, you know,
I
stood
wasn't,
next to
I
them.
wasn't actively looking for
Make a stealth check.
15.
Anybody's passive perception above 15?
Probably not.
No. You're probably the only person with a
No.
perception of 50.
Ironically, yeah.
Yeah, no.
15.
Oh yeah. No, you quietly close the door and walk back up the corridor. Everybody's fixated on the hobgoblins.
That's the way I like it. No
Holly, we can't burn them.
So, yeah, having agreed with them, well, I say having agreed, having said to them last time, we'll let them out once we're done down here. I'll turn to Zella and ask, where was it you last saw your Helvetian friend down here?
He headed off towards the circular room in that direction. In this direction back here. A bunch of ogres going the way. As you see, I have the ability to. So I hid amongst them.
Does the description that she's given us of her Helvetian friend match the guy who left? And who was like, oh, I was bound down below, honest.
No, it does not.
It does not, okay. So it's like there weren't any side doors or anything, were there? So we've come down the stairs, we did that all there. So we came down, we went through there. So there was another direction we could have
The door on
gone.
the right, which is where we came to a crossroads, and we chose to go left, which is where we are now. And if we'd have gone right, we'd have gone into that other circular room, which we don't actually know about apart from you.
So, just to get my bearings then, this is the corridor from which
That's
we
right.
came.
Yes, you've come up this way.
Okay. And the woman is standing outside the
That door, she's by that door
big
there.
room, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You caught a glimpse in that room. She shut the door behind her.
I believe we caught a glimpse of other ogres, didn't we? Did we?
There's certainly there was movement in that room.
Yes, yeah.
She
Okay.
shut the door.
I did write down what we saw.
And then she's trying to get us to go the opposite way.
Well,
You shouldn't go that way.
what is through there? I don't know, shouting and being loud here if there's more ogres
There are
through
a
there.
couple of ogres, but stone giants. Their leader Dane is there, and he's a natural. You don't want to mess with him. Even when she says those words, there's a distant rumble. You feel the ground shake beneath you. Everywhere you've travelled so far, down here, the corridors appear rough. Sections of ceiling partially removed, and clearly excavations having been done. Even the area up here, in between the two cages, that wall is a pile of rubble leading down. As the ground trembles, several stones roll down to the floor.
Look up there, Larkin. Sort of readjust the weight of the shield of my axe, and I've probably got one more fight in me.
I don't.
Well, we don't know what else could be down here. We should try and conserve our resources as much as we can. If there's giants and more ogres and a thing with a baleful eye and ropers down here, as you said, I don't fancy I'll keep pushing our luck. I think perhaps we try and do this the more discreet way.
Said
Right.
no paladin ever.
You can't affect the good in the world if you're dead.
I'll follow your lead on this one.
Do we know if the caravan have got to us safely? Is it worth checking on
Have they arrived? I can't remember.
I think it did.
I
that?
thought
I think
they
we told them
I
to meet
think-
us there, but I don't know actually.
I think they
Yes,
are.
sir.
They,
We told
they
them to
collected
wait,
round the back
yeah.
by the watchtower that we cleared out.
Yeah, I thought they had arrived,
Yeah, maybe,
but I'm
maybe,
not
maybe.
sure. It's been a while.
So they're definitely. We know they're definitely up there.
we know they're up there. We know they're up there. Okay.
I'll double check.
So we don't have to check on them.
Well, if it's more ogres and giants through this way, we have that your word on that, yes, Sella?
Absolutely.
Directly in that room. Well then, if Bert's not necessarily in a position for the fight, Bert's the one who keeps us on our feet. If it goes bad, well, if it goes bad, I don't need to say any more. It'll go bad. Maybe we should go the other direction and help Zola look for a friend.
Oh, which is the room with the hobgoblins? Is it the smaller?
These two.
Oh, these two larger. Okay.
And to clarify, are they caged doors? Not
They are
just-
caged. So, I haven't 3D printed them yet, but there are bars across those two doors.
What's in this room? I'll
You haven't opened that
point to
door?
the door and ask her. Do you know?
I don't know. I haven't been in there.
I open the last door.
That's. I'll stand
Attach my
next.
fist.
I ready the axe and stand next to the door.
I'll go open the door.
Go open the door. There's an ogre in here. Immediately see him facing away from you, up against the curved part of this wall. You peek through. His arms are up against the wall, and you see that he's chained, facing away. There's slashes across his back, and blood running down, staining the garments, which are just barely covering his waist. They're hanging down a little bit. You just see the crack of his ogre arse peeking over the top of this loincloth. But blood has run down there, stained the back of his loincloth.
Is there anything on the floor in there?
There's slop all over the floor around him. Blood splattered on the floor. There's a hook with a whip not far away from him.
Is he conscious?
He's hanging loose like this, his arms fully extended.
Close the door.
I'll shut the door. Reluctantly, he'll seal from you.
Does anybody speak ogre?
Maybe they do. It's pointing towards the knolls. Look, I don't mind killing an ogre in self-defense, but cutting down one that is chained up and defenseless doesn't sit right.
Maybe he'll help us if we can get him to.
I think, like the others, maybe it's something we cover on the way out in case it's bad, and then we can get things out on our own terms.
Okay, well, from here then, only way to go is back the way we came, or into the room we're being warned about not going in.
Well, if we... Let's try and help Zella find her Helvetian friend first.
Zella, are you going to come with us?
It makes more sense being with you than it does hanging out with a bunch of ogres. So if you'll have me, I'll gladly tag along with you. But we should... We'll find Marcus. We should get out of here immediately.
We need to find him first, though.
Look, you know which direction you went in. If you show us the way, we'll...
Right.
Zella, I can't remember. I don't know if the others have warned you, but upstairs on the ground floor in the cathedral proper, there was one hell of a slaughter, and if he was among them, I'm not sure he would have lived. Only a few got away, and they all ran for the hills.
A slaughter.
You're referring to the cultists.
Aye, but they were sacrificing prisoners.
Oh, there's something wrong with them. They're supposed to be followers of a lie, but they do not act as such. Marcus's plan was to see what they were up to. He weren't expecting what's down here.
Who is Marcus to you?
A friend.
Just a friend?
Well, we travelled together.
And you say he's of Helvetia. He's a military man, or
Yes, however, we've spent some time together working in the quarry nearby, recovering the white stone.
I see.
Well, there's no time like the present, shall we?
Certainly. Would you like me to scout ahead?
I think it would certainly be wise for you to go at least a little bit ahead, so
Well,
that you can warn us
too far,
before
of
we.
course. Not too far, of course.
Well, looking at myself, it's like I'm not exactly quiet, so if you're able to 20 paces ahead or such to have a look before I wake up, all hell down here.
Of course. And you believe that's the direction we need to head, yes? And I'm pointing back down the corridor.
Yeah, through the other door, not the one we came through.
Certainly. And I'll go up, but 20, 25 feet ahead of the group and start
Okay.
panning off down the corridor.
Right, well, we can get rid of all this then.
For now.
For now. You bastards will go, no, let's go back.
Yeah, let's check out that room.
No, we'll move this out of the way for the moment.
You just never know.
Sorry about that.
No.
It's always the way, isn't it? You set up something and then
Well, you
everyone
said you
decides
were
to go
having
the
trouble
other
getting
way.
your bearings, so I really wanted to sort of...
Yeah, it's good to see it. So pop this up here, that's all.
So what we're going to do... Look around, see there's plenty of space over here. The absentees.
You don't want anything from downstairs?
I will
thank
get up
you.
and make myself a coffee though, I think.
Oh, if you're doing that.
Oh, I see. It's my turn to be the tea bitch, since as
Tea
I
bitch.
made it you last time.
Yes, please.
What are you having?
Okay, please.
Okay.
Okay, please.
So pretty for me.
You get the fact that I haven't eaten before I got here.
Oh.
So I haven't eaten, so I'm going to stuff my face at D&D. Is that also...
Sorry?
So is there also doors in this room too?
Okay, so we're coming back through here.
Yeah.
I think we should go back.
Thing is, even with a full complement, I think we blew quite a bit in that.
I have no spells whatsoever. I do have some things because we short rested. But
I assume you got to go short rest after the fight with.
yeah, but I used every spell I had.
I've used my channel divinity and I think
Thank you.
I've got some level 1 spell slots left.
I think I'm tapped
Nothing
magically.
juicy though.
If
Do I sense that I've got left?
we short rested, right?
We did.
We did after the fight.
Should have your channel divinity back.
Should I?
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
I was just checking. Yeah, you get.
Yeah.
It depends which cleric it is.
Yeah, it does depend what cleric you are actually. Yeah.
I've got my channel divinity, but I'm not sure I used it to start
Double
with because
check.
mine's not as useful.
Yeah, it depends what type of cleric you are. Paladins
If you've
get
got it
them
back, we're going
like
the
a
other
lot
way.
of paladins get back.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was thinking. I just don't think I used mine because mine is.
Oh yeah, no, I got my
Mine's
channel
turn
divinity back
fiends
on the
and
short
fey.
rest, but not my harness divine power thing.
Can you only do
No, that's how you
Can't do
get
it.
rolls on that,
It's
yeah.
Fey and Fiend, and I've got
That's what it
effectively
is.
it's a one target tankle at 10 foot away, but it's a whole action. So it's a good one for stopping someone getting away,
Yeah.
but only if they're away from me. But I'm like, but I can move into combat and use Sentinel, and it's just as lightly. So it's a difficult one. It can be useful, but not hugely. So.
Normally two options versus channel divinity.
Yeah.
So I've got that entangle. It's turn Fey or Fiend,
Okay.
so not the typical suite.
Although turning fiends I always find to be really useful.
It's personally satisfying.
Yeah, I
Doing
like
it on with Dramos.
no, I like it with I like it because every time I do it I often get no, it's undead. No, and fiends if you're a Divinos paladin.
Okay, so this is where you stop to talk to Temperance. This corridor leads back to where you came from. You see down a large circular room at the end. As you're moving down that corridor, marching order, please.
Oh
You
good.
said you were gonna.
Yeah, I'll go out.
You were like, fuck, are you going back?
I'll be just a bit behind you to give you that.
Collapse the corridor behind you.
I'll be at the very back, probably.
You'll be at the very back.
I'll be somewhere in the
I
middle. I'm not.
yeah, I don't care because it's gonna be bad.
Well,
Wedge you two in next to each other there, and then that works out. And then she's in there too somewhere. And
Zella? Is that her name? Zella? Yeah.
Not Stella.
Zella.
she's a wife beater.
I'll be doing my best.
She's not a wife, she goes around beating other people's wives.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're a married woman, you're not safe.
Mark is actually her wife.
Okay.
He's that ogre.
Hey, Stella.
And from what I suppose she appears what? Humanoid? Human?
Yeah, she just looks like just a human. Which she... Let me clarify that. Which she is.
She looked like a human, just like she looked like an ogre.
Okay.
She acts like a bitch, though.
Steady on, she's not a harbinger.
Which?
Whoa.
Yes,
Whoa. Cruelty.
So I will, as I say, I'll be heading down that corridor. I will attempt to be quiet about it. Would you give me a stealth check?
yes, please.
Not bad. 21.
Jolly good. You move quietly down. Zella is... It sounds like being prodded to the front of the group on halberds.
What? No.
Ollie would be proud of
That's
that.
our out of character voices, not our in character voices.
Oh, I see. She's out
Just
of
one
character.
halberd, actually.
Massive on the
So,
shoulder.
Why am I looking at dragons?
Hey, what are you looking up there for? What's
The
so
massive
big
owl.
that could be up there?
Suddenly!
Hootagore appears.
It's a baleful eye.
I've got
Baleful owl, I said.
this. Hey, I've got Hootagore. It's my.
No, you're gonna start giving him fucking good breeze, and he's gonna get a crack addiction. That's your talent.
It's a temporary fix.
Okay.
Hootagore. Talking about that Tarrasque wedged into a tiny room.
Here's something funny. For some reason, because of the way my computer has bookmarked it, every single time I open up a character sheet on D&D Beyond, it goes to Bert first. I'm like, why Bert? Every time. So many times I'm looking at the stats being like, that doesn't seem right.
My charisma's less than 10. What's going on?
Okay.
Got a charisma of 11. Yeah. Sexy bird.
You move.
The hair.
Down the corridor. Lycidius at the front. This room is a mess. Clearly there were statues around here at one point. They appear to have been mostly destroyed or damaged. You can see various parts of statues scattered across the floor. However, the centre of the room appears to have been cleared with a lot of it being pushed to the edges. This you see from the corridor as you look down. The opposite side is a large stone dragon. Wings extended up behind it, but one of the wings is broken. You can see that piece of stone down on the ground next to it. Not quite in the centre, but close to the centre, there is a large, what looks to be a stone ball. Part of it cracked off the top, but there is carved into it what looks to be, it's supposed to be a large eyeball. But that's on the side of there. Other bits you can see like a hand on the floor made out of stone. Complete mess in here.
I would assume it's debris from statues and whatnot. So I'll keep moving so I can get a full view of the room and any offshoots.
Yeah. So if you move up to the edge of the room, and you can see there's an archway on the left and right hand side, leading off in both directions. That direction is north. So you're heading south at the moment. Yeah, so you can see there's an archway leading here, an archway leading in that direction. All appears to be quiet in this room, but as you get here, you can see more almost stacked up to the sides are all of the remains of the statuary. The ceiling in here, get close, looks to be domed, carved out of stone. There are some supports, and a lot of those appear to be gone.
So I'll get a good view of that room. I'll turn back to the group that are podding down the corridor loudly, gesture for them to make their way down.
Okay. Gisela makes her way up behind.
Having come through this door that is happily just behind you, are we able to bar that door, wedge it closed? Has it got any locking mechanism? Was it just knackered?
It's just a handle. I mean, it opens towards you. I suppose if you could wedge something up against this side of it, then that would at least slow anyone down who's coming this way.
We've got a spare Yi-ban we can wedge up against.
Yeah, if we just wedge Yi-ban under the door, come to good use. Yeah, if it opens towards us, I'd say to you guys who are around here, I'd feel more comfortable if we were able to wedge this shut for now, just in case. Actually, if we do get the opportunity to come back, something that we can move again, but I'd rather know with everything that's potentially through there that at least it'll make a loud noise trying to get through the door if it tries to come this way.
Does anybody have any pitons in their back?
No.
I
I
don't.
lost one.
I don't have anything useful at all.
I've got a Yeti hand and a silver coin.
Good.
Oh. Like Lycidius is beckoning us. Maybe there's something up ahead that we can use. Good, oh God.
Like an entire statue.
Like an entire statue of a dragon or an animal.
As they start moving, I'm gonna, based off what she said that there were stone giants and whatnot in what I believe to be that direction, I'm gonna head to my right and start making my way towards that corridor.
Here?
Yeah. I'll go around the edge of the room as best I can if I'm not going to be walking through.
So it's piled up with rubble here.
So yeah, it'd be the most logical path to go there, but staying away from the middle of the room as best I can.
What's your passive perception?
Passive?
I just casually write that down for no reason.
14, I think you said.
It's
it was.
14.
14, yeah.
You used to have a box of tissues.
Sorry?
You used to have a box of tissues. Man.
You're not wearing your PPP.
No,
He's gonna have.
I think I've got a leak.
He's gonna have a paddywhank.
You got to generate that wow from somewhere.
It took me a while to realise you weren't asking that in
Sorry,
character.
everything was kicking my ass.
I was like, why is Olcott asking for tissues? What does he need?
Here's my frilly monogrammed handkerchief.
You step across the room. There's a depression under your foot. Click.
Oh.
I freeze in place immediately.
Freeze in place. From where the dragon is, the whole chamber fills with fire.
Shit.
Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
This is your thing.
It should be my thing.
I will immediately start running for help.
Good, natural 20.
Oh, yes!
So 26.
The first roll of me.
Good. So you're going to halve this.
Looking at my HP, it's not that big.
DC 25.
Oh.
This is gonna hurt.
Good roll.
Jesus.
So I need 19 or 20 to pass. Oh my lord.
Oh, my lordy.
Oh my lord! Ooh.
I have a feeling that if you didn't pass this, it might have vaporized you from that. Oh my lord.
36 points of fire damage.
Oh lord, that's half.
Then you halve that.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, because that's out of him.
Fuck.
Everyone else down the side, you see that room engulfed in fire, just bursting out the dragon's mouth, burning around. The last glimpse you see of Lycidius as he steps to the side out of view. The flames stop to almost seems to get sucked back towards the dragon.
Run up.
Run up to go
Yeah.
and try and help.
Along the corridor.
Okay, Zella steps to the side as you guys run up.
Lycidius, are you alright?
No!
You coming as well?
Yes, please.
Be very careful where you stand. I'm doing my best to stay.
Yeah, so
absolutely
you're
pinpoint
at
still.
this point.
Crispy man.
Yeah.
I'd stop at the door. As you said, be careful. I'll stop at the doorway. What happened? What is it?
Trap! Fire! Oh god, that hurts.
As you look around the corner and see Lycidius, there's smoke coming off him. Part of his clothing is burnt and there's still flame licking off it at this side. Smoke coming from his hair, which is singed.
Oh no.
Smells awful.
Looking at the floor, is the pressure plate quite obvious? Wrong
You can
in the
make
clothes.
a perception check.
Oh, probably not. 11.
And with the state of the rubble all over the floor, the ground looks quite unsettled with different the way some of the slabs have degraded. You can't see anything that looks like a pressure plate, obviously.
Can you get out of the room? Or either back this way or the way you were going? Do you think you could jump it?
You're 10 feet from the... So you need to jump a total of 15 feet forwards
From a standing
to
position.
get to the western corridor.
From a standstill, basically.
Yeah. Or you need to jump like 15 feet behind you, so...
Maybe you could climb along the pile of rubble along the side.
I'll try. And I'll try and scramble into the rubble, standing on it, hoping that if it's weighted enough, it would have already pressed anything down below it.
Okay.
And continue moving on to that
Make
western side, yeah.
an acrobatic check for me, please.
That changes my 1 point. 19 plus 6 is 25 on that as well.
Okay. As you step up onto the rubble, the slab you're on comes back up, clicking into place. As it does,
Oh no!
room fills with fire. Not getting up onto the rubble where you're stood, but filling the whole chamber.
Okay.
Dying back down again.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Okay,
So I'm still on just a lump of rubble at the moment.
Yeah. That did not happen when Marcus came down here.
Well, this is going to be a very tricky way forward then if any slab on the ground sets that thing off.
but you're okay on the rubble, right? So if we just
On this particular piece, yes.
but if we traverse the rubble, we might be okay. Don't look at me like that.
I I assume there's some more rubble just ahead of me. I will gingerly hop to the next piece of rubble, avoiding the floor itself,
Okay.
and see if it sets off the trap again.
Excellent. Make an acrobatic check for me.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
It was going to have to go by 1.8.
8. You jump onto the next piece of, heading this way.
Yeah.
Jump onto the next piece of rubble. As you do, you dislodge a piece of it, rolls down to the floor. Whole chamber filled with fire again.
Do I have enough time to get into the corridor?
You get onto the next piece of rubble, push yourself against the wall to avoid getting hit by the fire, then dies down.
Is it the same, from watching it, is it the same slab that's doing the same thing, or is it all
No.
different slabs?
What about the dragon's mouth? What does it look like? Is it like big open, like...
Yeah, it's a big open cavity, looks dark in there.
But it's stone.
Yeah.
Is it like... How big is it? Because you stuff something in it.
The dragon's mouth.
Yeah.
The dragon's mouth's about this big.
Put your finger in it.
Do you want to?
Would one more little hop get me into the corridor itself?
Would.
What's
Rather than
this?
precariously standing on a bit of rubble, I'm going to go for that corridor then.
Okay, one more acrobatic check, please.
But you land on another trap.
That'd be 17.
You hop down into the corridor. Fine, nothing happens.
Is there a switch on the wall?
Well, the first thing I do is I'm going to immediately look down the corridor, see if there's anyone charging up it to come and meet us. So there's no one there.
Excuse me.
Turning back to you guys that are on the other.
You can make a perception check for me.
There's a beholder right there.
17.
Just faintly, coming from along that corridor, you can hear a voice shouting, but it's muffled. It's like as if it's some distance away or behind covering. Do you speak giant?
No.
You don't know what it's been said.
So I'll also take note, but I can't really. I'm not going to go towards it, and I can't really go back. So I'll call back to these guys. I don't know how you're going to cross this room. You saw how I fared with the rubble, but I'm much more nimble than most of you.
Is there any rubble in the corridor that we're stood in? Or is it just in that room?
Yeah, there is rubble all around this place, all from the corridors you've been.
We can... That piece of masonry that you dislodged set off that piece of trap, right? So if we toss loose bits from this corridor, we could try and find a clear path. As long as no one's in there. It doesn't reach further than the room from so far.
It appears if you can stay off the floor, you appears to be okay.
Don't fancy my chances. I'm not as nimble as you.
Maybe it'll run out of fire.
I think I'll
You go in
pick
the
up...
middle.
In his face.
Wishful thinking.
I'll pick up a piece of masonry off the floor from the rubble, and I'm gonna toss it onto that.
Okay. Pick up a piece of wood and toss it over there. Clatters onto the floor. Nothing happens.
I'll grab another piece,
Okay.
and I'll move to the edge, and I will toss it to there.
Clatters onto there. Nothing happens.
Okay. I will go back, grab another piece, come back forwards, and toss it onto there.
Okay.
How heavy does this?
It's a
I'm taking
pebble.
like a chunky.
Yeah, I'm assuming a good chunk. Like
It's a fucking pebble.
you
Okay.
fling it over there. It hits the slab in front of you, then rolls onto the one
Weighs
you want.
1 gram.
There was that one.
That one there. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Confusing.
Fuck. I will step forwards 1.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I'll step forwards 2.
Nothing happens.
and I will step forwards 3.
Click.
Oh, you idiot.
You gotta try it, haven't you?
Dexterity saving throw.
No,
I was going to see if I could throw you that far.
you really didn't have to try that.
No,
Toss me.
Just no.
just no.
Sam's back to being his normal self with a 2.
Oh, so.
I couldn't get a 25 anyway, let's be honest.
It's 40 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down, I think.
Good grief.
Bertolac is engulfed in
I
fire.
think you mean burnt a lack.
As the fire sucked back towards Dragon's mouth, he stands there in his armour for a moment. Just smoke pouring from the openings
Oh
in it
no!
before, with a loud clang, falling backwards onto the ground.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to run towards him.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Obviously stopping before he set up thinking.
Take a breath.
So, is that where you're on fire or is he one
He's
more?
right here.
Okay. So,
And
I'm in
Licinius
that
is there.
Yeah.
so if I go there,
Yeah, nothing happens.
and then I need to get him back to the people that can help him because I can't do anything.
Lifting him off that
I'm going to
slab is gonna.
I'm going to stand on that slab as I drag him off. So like I'm trying to put him on my slab as I stand on that slab and hope the weight transfer will work.
Make a sleight of hand check, please.
It's gonna get blasted again.
It's going to Indiana Jones's thing.
You know how well that went for Indiana Jones.
Oh no.
A bit like this,
It's
wasn't
a
it?
6.
Okay, so you step onto his slab,
Yeah.
you feel the movement in it as it goes down. You grab his body and you move him onto the one before. As you do, your foot slips and you step onto the slab next to you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
This is how we done it.
I still haven't got 25 no matter what I roll. So 16.
Well, no, it's just saves, isn't it?
Well, I actually get advantage. Yeah, it's a 19.
31 points of fire damage.
Oh, half because I'm a tiefling.
What happens to me?
It's above ground, so it doesn't get you.
Was that 31?
One, so I will step forward onto one I know it's safe, and
Yeah, we know which 2 are safe.
yeah,
Not
I
just
will-
me and him move. So am I on that one or that one?
You're, you switch places, so you're on that one now. But you effectively, you moved him round, but you did a...
Yeah. I did. Oh, you idiot! You weren't to stay there.
So, it was this one that you triggered.
Yes.
Okay.
We accidentally put his foot on this one.
Yeah. So I've still got that one, but I set off.
So those
Yeah.
2 adjacent to each
Yeah.
other.
And you know it was this one that the city stepped on when it went off.
So there's 3 in a row there.
Thank you, wounded.
it's
Alcohol.
8 HP back.
Thank you. Oh, that was a bad idea.
Okay, I'm going to make a cup of tea while you consider how to tackle
Yeah.
this.
Do you think I can throw you that far?
Me? I'm a fat boy.
Yeah, but
You've got the heavy
if
armor.
you were naked with no armor.
If I was naked.
Yeah.
Buy me a dinner first. Yeah, buy me dinner first.
If
Fucking
you
heck.
were thrust up in a sex swing upside down,
This is not an
If
revenge
you-
scenario
If
for you,
your
okay?
body had been recently burnt all over, and then
You were slightly charred.
One thing to know is
When we're prone, he didn't burn you.
yes,
Cruel.
that's my thinking. Yes,
Because from what we know so far, these 3 are trapped, and there's a huge eye in the middle, which I presume might cover those 4 spaces. I suppose we'll only find out when Jamie comes back. But maybe it's that. It could not be. It could entirely not be. But if those 3 in a row are, it's feeling like it might start to be all of
yes,
that square down the middle. But yeah, I'm in favour of trying out your hypothesis of crawling.
I can take 2 more burns.
I can't take it anymore. If I get another one the same as that again, it'll kill me outright.
Well, the 10 HP saved me a lot of that first one, actually, because we still had the 9 10 HP, so...
Because when it went off again, you were effectively prone.
Yeah.
It's just a lump of armour, and you were fine.
I think you might have it that crawling might be the best way to do it. If
It's not a guaranteed success, but it's a risky.
Well, if you guys get out, I can set it off again and we can see if there's a big enough gap.
well, we're here.
Yeah.
I suppose I could go back. Two of us could go back because you've got to step off that regardless of what happens.
Yeah, I'd say regardless, I'm going to take a burn.
So it's almost worth the two of us stepping back and you testing the crawl hypothesis.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you were to come,
if I just lie down, it'll
if
set
you were
off
to
the
just
next one,
lie
really.
down but come back onto this one,
Yeah.
if you don't get singed from coming off that and being on the ground, then if it goes tits up, we can come and get you. But if it works, you're good.
We just army crawl through.
And we just, commander crawl. Are you able to turn into a small creature, Bert, or are you...
I can be a small creature, but if you guys crawl and that works, then I'll do that first.
Just thinking, just in case it doesn't, and just so Lycidius isn't on his own.
The last
Yes.
one.
So you can stand there.
TPK. Nice ideas. The
And
last
there's
one.
totally not a whole bunch of ogres and shit down here that I'm going to find. Yeah, totally not.
Do this. Oh,
Maybe.
that's not a door actually, that's a wall, isn't it?
Maybe we should not listen to her and talk because in the other room. Maybe Marcus is a werewolf. We should protect him.
when Marcus went through. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah, Marcus did not come this way because he'd be fucking toast.
Well, she said he didn't set it off, didn't she?
Yeah, it makes it sound like they came through here before, but they didn't set it off for whatever reason.
Well, she said she went that way and he went that way.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So how could she be sure that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, hold on a minute. If that didn't happen to him, well, she knows where he fucking went then, doesn't she?
She's dodgy as fuck, man.
Yeah. She ain't going back to our caravan.
She's a hag!
She's something.
Yeah, the going prone and crawling free might be our best choice for.
It's that or we attempt to walk over the rubble and someone is going to fall into it.
But that's a case of hopping from rubble to rubble, and someone's going to fuck up.
Having seen how it went with someone who's good at that thing,
Yeah, because
that armor boy is not going to have joy at that. I'm happy
my
to swallow my pride
acrobatics
and
is plus
squirm.
6.
Neither is a short fat like armor boy either.
I'm happy to swallow my pride and squirm. Embrace the grass snake maneuver. I've done it before, I'll do it again.
It may work out, might be the way we get through, but I don't know. What about the statue itself, or could we disable the statue?
I'm worried about the statue of the eye. Maybe it's the eye that set it off, not the actual.
Well, we've not touched the eye, have we?
No.
And it's just a crumbled piece of... Well, I say it's a crumbled piece of... It's just a piece of stone with a bit missing.
I wondered whether the eye was in the dragon's mouth.
Maybe it's meant to be in there and that's what stops it going off.
I don't know.
It just sounds like the eye was like a big thing, though.
Oh, look.
If we have to
We'll
escape,
get Jamie to clarify it.
Yeah.
Compared to an eye, yeah.
Compared to a normal eye, yeah.
if we have to escape a fight, it'd be worth knowing that we could potentially
fucking
lead
just
them back
crawl
through
in
this
here.
room. Yeah.
And then immediately go prone and start crawling.
Yeah.
They'd be like, huh? What?
What are they doing?
And then get disadvantage on ranged attacks while they're trying to shoot at us while we're prone.
Yeah, because you've logged bits of masonry on the ground, and that didn't set them off.
Yeah, so it needs to be of a
certain amount of weight.
Maybe Marcus is very fleet-footed.
Maybe he's small.
We don't know if he's a human or not, we didn't ask.
Well, he's a Helvetian, so he is a
so
human.
probably
Okay,
human.
Yeah.
They're racist as fuck.
Yeah, those Helvetians are racist.
And if he was an elf, he probably wouldn't be hanging out with her because, as we've established, the elves in this setting are also racist as fuck.
But the other way. Other kind of racist.
Yeah. Only some. You're the good kind, blessed, yes. You're the good kind.
There's always a handful that just be like, yeah, we're okay.
And the other elves hate you.
I hate them as well. Maybe even more than the humans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crawling sounds like a good plan.
I think it's our only plan.
Unless we can, we'll get another description of the statue and this eye again. See if it makes more sense about how to disable the trap.
Where's those rogues when you need them, eh?
We never have those.
What I do know is Josh would have died to this trap straight away.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do we have many people play rogues?
We did at the beginning. We had quite a lot of rogues, but since then we haven't had many.
So you had Borin and Datura, didn't you?
Yeah, and Duke was
And
a rogue
Duke.
as well.
But most of the rogues are on Warehouse 49, really.
Or like all Warehouse 49, yeah.
It's a dodgy table.
Yeah. But no, yeah, we didn't have that many of them.
I've got another ranger that multiclassed into rogue, mercenary guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to send him
Garen.
down the same route because
I
it's a very certain.
Didn't
Atto multiclassed into rogue as well.
Didn't Josh get half of the rest of that gang that Garrett was in killed when they came after Crassus? I swear somebody died. Oh no, it was the gnome that died. He got,
It was the
he
gnome
got
in
sucked
the
off
warehouse.
in the warehouse.
Yeah. And after that,
And
Garrett
that's how we died.
canonically has basically gone into hiding and then
My character.
fled.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Got sucked off.
He got sucked off, bro.
You get sucked off and that's how you
I
die.
did get
That's
sucked
a good
up
way
in
to go.
the warehouse.
It's a
Yeah.
good way to go.
Because there were rogues in that part. I'm not sure if all of you were rogues.
They were all
actually.
There was a
rogues in
few,
that part,
yeah.
Oh, were they all rogues?
Yeah. I think 'cause it's problematic trying to do that like
Be naughty.
Yeah, it'd be
naughty
naughty
group
and
because like
yeah.
everyone's like I think
Everyone's too naughty.
proclivities are either too,
Yeah.
too bad or too good.
I think that's one of the main reasons why we don't do it. Because unless you've got like another reason to be a rogue that makes sense, like Duke was a band manager, then yeah, you have to kind of be a good rogue, which is or really good at playing it. Well,
like,
I mean,
then-
like Malmo is
I
definitely
suppose you
evil.
could go down like the dungeoneer route. Can you be like, oh, I'm the trap specialist, I'm the lock specialist, and all that? If you were going good,
It is hard when you have to steal off someone in your own party. It's like, I kind of feel bad. Yoink.
But sometimes stealing from your own party is like the
I don't have a
best thing
problem.
ever.
I don't have a problem with that one.
My favourite is watching the impotent rage when someone has to accept that they don't know that you just stole from them.
Some people
Spend the
hate
next
it.
3 sessions trying to get the road back. Like, I know you did it.
I think it can be really well played. You just have to be prepared for the consequences of your actions. That's it.
That's the trouble.
That's the first time you get caught. Everyone's gonna hit you.
I think on that like some morally grey table that lasted all of like 3 sessions or whatever it was. I think we just tried too much too soon.
I did enjoy listening to your escapades back and be like, oh, those fuckers. They're messing with my shit. It was very funny.
All right.
Yes.
Clarifying questions. This eye, is it on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
So is it like painted on the floor, or is it?
No, it's a big circular stone orb, as if it was in a statue.
Did it drop? Could it have been in the dragon's mouth? Is it the right
It's
size?
about the right size to be in the dragon's mouth.
Does it look charred at all?
It does now.
And the fire is definitely coming from the dragon itself.
From the dragon's mouth.
But we can't put it back even if it is.
We can see you smile. You're just going to put it in the mouth.
Okay.
Do you want to
From
try
like from like 15 feet away from it, then does it look like the same kind of tool work and things like that? Does it look like it was? Does it look like the architect, the craftsmanship fits like both pieces of both the eye and the dragon, like they were crafted
For
by
you,
the
for your dwarven eyed.
Yeah.
Now, there is a difference. This cathedral above you appeared to be entirely made out of slate.
blue or purple?
Slate fans specifically.
Just all slate fans. Welcome to the Cathedral of a Lie. Please stop at the gift shop on your way out. Buy a slate ashtray.
What about this cavern aged cheddar?
Oh, that's the best. I'm going to get in the car and go and get some right now. I'll be late for work tomorrow.
It's very Ponty Panda, your Welsh.
Depends which one I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, you would say, but everything down here is stone, carved out of the ground. But you would say, and looking around the statues that are in here as well, well, not possible to say conclusively. Yeah, probably the same time build.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'll pass that information back on to Bert, whose hypothesis it was.
Alcott takes a moment, staring at the stones ahead of you, and then says out loud, "I'll pass that information on to you."
Yeah.
From his brain.
Because for a moment, you see, I was trying to concentrate on what a Scottish accent was, but all I've got is Ponty Pandy in my head.
No man, brace!
Come on now, I'm going to need you to settle down and concentrate on your accent.
All right, Friar Philip, calm down.
So,
Sounds addicted to Friday.
It's too good.
The best.
yes, but I will. Otherwise, I will take a few steps back.
Oh, those men must be North Welsh.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, you step back into the corridor, having looked at that.
You had that video.
I have had the. Oh, they're North Welsh, yeah. I will also step back into the corridor and we'll try a hypothesis A, I suppose.
Yeah, let's get back to plan A.
Yeah, so we're not. I'm just out of the game there. So I'll look to you. The fire didn't appear to singe Bert when he was on the ground. Get as low as you can, as fast as you can.
I will literally fall to the floor.
He's pulling the Frodo in the eye maneuver.
Like Woody when Andy walks in the
Make an
room.
acrobatics check.
Andy's walked in. Oh, I rolled
That's
really
such
badly.
a nostalgia trip. I know exactly what you mean.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
It's all been like absolutely
It's a 7.
fucking failing. He's like doing musical chairs, but he's the last one.
Oh, I would have gone. Sat back up into the floor.
Okay. Fuck! You do it again. As you go to drop, you put your foot out. Clink. 31 points fire damage.
Oh
That's
no.
exactly what you did last time. I'm still okay.
Burns out, singes Orveen's back as he drops down to the floor.
Did it work?
Just like embers all
Back's
over
on
your
fire.
back.
I mean, just to highlight this, Orveen has fire resistance, his clothes do not.
From bareback.
Back of his trousers. Now he's been badly burned twice.
Now you've seen an ogre's crack, and now you've seen Orvin's
Well, I'm
crack.
going to take his clothes off him while he's dead in the room.
The fire settles down again as well. The heat of it's intense, even for those of you not in the room.
I just lie on the floor. I'll look at Lascivious and say, "It's still burnt."
Well, just stay where you are and try not to move.
I'll turn back towards the woman and.
It did not happen like this when Marcus came down here.
How would it have been? Not confuse it with Welsh. How would it have been possible for him not to set off anything?
I don't know.
So if you know he didn't set anything off, do you not know the way across this without triggering it? Did you not watch him go?
Ogres came almost immediately. I had to disguise myself and move back. Otherwise I would have followed him down there.
Where did he go?
I saw him go into the room, the ogres came and I had to run the other way.
Where did the ogres come from?
She points up the corridor that you guys came from.
Okay. Balls.
Maybe this is something they put in place since. But all the workers I've seen have been, to be frank, idiots. Well, not the stone giants maybe, but the ogres.
Lycidius, I'll call over. Do you have a rope?
Yes.
Could you? I'm thinking. Well, if you threw the rope to Orvin
Make a perception check.
and he fucking squirms and you drag him, I don't know.
I think that's 18.
Okay. As you pull the rope off, you see
Just turns dust.
the back of it's burnt in 3 places and it comes apart in your hands. You've got 3 short lengths of rope.
15 foot each.
10 foot to 20 foot.
Hey, a 20 foot would be enough.
Correction, I've got ropes. Plural.
I have a rope. Are we not just gonna crawl on the rubble?
I'm wary of doing anything that might get Orvin killed, as he's still out there.
If you're watching at home right now and have an idea how to get through this room, I'm sure the players would love to hear from you.
Please call us on.
Well,
Hello, Temperus.
Do we get a phone a friend actually?
Well,
It's one of those that's a
She
really
hates
obvious
that.
solution and we're just making
that
it.
is the absolute best way to
Orvin
piss her
dropped
off.
down.
What should we do?
Accidentally put his foot on the other plate, so
Stop
we got him
fucking
on the way
asking.
down. So maybe crawling is still fine, but I don't want to say I'll just crawl and get torched, you know?
Out of character, I think crawling's fine. I think I fucked up my roll. In character, it bit me on the way down.
Well, wait, hang on.
Orvin is crawling across the bit which we definitely shouldn't go on, right?
He's on
because
the
you
bit.
were already there.
He was already there. He just moved his foot onto a different one and set off the
As he
other
was going
one
down,
as he was
So
going down.
Orvin's like a separate topic.
So Bert, are you saying that he should stay still and we try and crawl away across the rubble, or that he should just try and crawl out?
Staying as definitely still as I can, looking at Lucidius.
So it's depressed right now.
Yeah, I'm lying on what? Probably
not
2
happy.
of them. Yeah.
Right, but
I've got no clothes,
okay,
goddammit!
okay. He's
Really
naked.
sad.
So when Lycidius lay down on the ground, it didn't hit him, or did it hit
No,
him?
it was when I was torched
When he
the
was
first time.
unconscious,
I dropped down,
he
but
didn't get
didn't
it.
get caught the second time.
So if you are flat onto the ground, we think you don't get
You're
torched,
right,
he was on the
flat. You're
ground.
flat on the ground right now.
Currently, yeah.
Okay, so whilst you,
I think you should just press the one next to you.
Can I reach the one next to me?
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll just go.
Okay. Fills the room again. Goes over the top of you, doesn't hurt you.
Oh, so it
Ow!
Crawl for
Feels really
Lycidius!
warm.
it still works then when it's pressed down. That's what I wanted to check.
At the minute he's playing Twister though, because he's like depressed like about 3 different slabs right now. So the second he lifts off of those,
But it's all right if he just stays on the.
Yeah. If you say right hand blue, I'm in trouble.
He could just
move.
Yeah, if you...
Can you do that?
Orvin, crawl on your belly to Lycidius.
No, stay on his back.
or on Bulge.
Is he on his back? I thought he dropped onto his belly.
I'm face down.
Face down.
Yeah.
So that's when we can see your butt. Okay. So your clothes are
Really
getting
good
left.
to see my butt.
Okay.
I'm lying up.
Oh, don't turn over then. Yeah, just crawl to Lycidius. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'll attempt to army crawl.
Don't come up anymore.
Just a dex check then, please.
Oh my god.
Oh no. He lifts his ass up and gets torched.
It was a nat one.
Sure enough, as he puts his hand forward, he puts his ass in the air.
Some crispy
Oh,
glutes.
man. What's 38
Oh!
points of arse
Oh,
damage?
fuck!
No.
Mike's
This is really bad.
2 points of arse damage.
This is really bad.
He got penetrated.
Oh no. What if he died?
You said it was fine.
What if
52 points of fire damage.
I never liked Orville anyway.
Surges across and starts filling the room again. Orvine disappears from view entirely for a few moments. When it comes down again, he's just bringing his...
My ass is just blistered.
Hang about.
It's a good job that you're a tiefling, isn't it?
This is a really good
That's what happens if you kill a chipmunk.
How big is the eye?
Well, I don't see why that's relevant.
How much do you think that weighs? I'm not typecasting you, but you clearly know more about stone than the rest of us.
I mean, do I?
Racial profiling.
Oh well,
Hey, you're the one
How am I
who...
supposed to know that? Because I'm a dwarf!
You've been going on about stone since we came down here, but...
Alright. Just eyeballing this thing.
Do
How many, how many kilos does this thing like? It's probably pretty weighty.
Yeah, about 160 sausages.
What?
Or-
Why? We don't
or
want
20
it pounds.
Okay. So, which is like 10 kilos or something.
What's the weight restriction of mage? I don't know. Zella, are you magically inclined?
Obviously, I have some abilities, yeah.
Can you manipulate objects from a distance?
Can you cool my ass?
I think you should get out of there. No, I can't.
Well, clearly you want to find Marcus and he went this way, so you'll either help us get that eyeball in that damn mouth, or you'll be crawling across with us with a burnt ass.
Well, obviously, whatever you're doing now isn't working. The fire has gone off over and over and over again.
And again and again and again.
And again and again.
Poor, I don't know his name, but your tiefling friend there appears to be crying. He's in so much pain.
It's alright, I've got an ointment in my bag but until I can get it here.
So when you get sunburned and your clothes touch it.
So Orvin has touched this square, and this square. Did he touch any of the others?
I'm currently face down.
No, he's been touching the squares that are right next to him.
Has he touched this one?
No.
No, I went there.
I think it's just those three, yeah.
And then I reached on my left hand and one. And then I attempted to crawl and bit my ass.
What an
We've got
idiot.
to recover him, but if he comes off those panels, it's gonna torch him again.
This is that temple all over again.
There's just that one. Why can't we do puzzles? There was that one that was a completely different colour at the bottom. We're like, no, that doesn't matter. Let's just focus on this.
We know what to do. It's just Orvine can't crawl without lifting his ass. He lifts ass first every time.
Yeah, I don't actually crawl. I go like a
You're
slug.
He's the caterpillar.
You're like
Oh god!
Put your PPP on. Oh, you did.
And it's burnt, it's singed, it's gone.
No, your penis is fine.
Oh, yeah. Protecting the goods.
put your butt protection on you.
Okay, alright, okay.
Yeah.
No, I got myself drawn into this spiral.
We were so efficient last session, now I can't even crawl over a floor.
You're just.
I'm just starfish face down.
Orvine, I don't think there's a good way out of this. You're either going forwards or going backwards, but either way you've got to come off those slabs.
Don't lift your butt.
The choice is yours. You're the one who's stuck in the middle. Either you can come back to us, or you have to try and go further on.
I'll try and go towards Lycidius.
Keep your butt
Purposely
down.
doing everything to keep my ass down. So I'm like
Crawl like on your hands, yeah.
Cartoons where you just get up on their fingers.
Yeah.
How badly injured are you now?
I'm on 2 HP.
God. Okay.
Make a dexterity check, please.
Which squares are you moving into?
I'm going towards Lycidius.
Here.
Oh no.
That one's not horrific. Oh, I think I get advantage on
What's the DC?
You
to keep ass
joking?
down?
not dex checks, saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is just a check.
Yeah, that's fine. That's 12.
Okay. His arse comes up for a second. but
What?
he-
No! Down!
He brings it down and moves over to the next slab. It does click as you move onto it. Fire fills the room. He doesn't get you.
So does that put him onto this square?
That's right.
Are you joking? He's only allowed to move 1 square with that dex check.
That's. How slow would you move if you were slugging it? So, yeah, I'll try and go towards Lycidius again.
Another dex check, please.
He says he's slugging it. It looks
that
like he's
one
left a
is-
secretion.
It's his ass.
Is it his
It's
tears?
left eye.
Is it
That's the
his
insect.
weeping ass?
Oh no! He lifts his butt again.
Fire. Well, you're going to go unconscious.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's your max hit points?
49.
I could do enough to outright kill you, so let's just check.
He's got half.
But does he
Oh, yeah,
he
succeed
does have
in
half.
moving the square forward? So he's stuck in the same square?
He'll move the square forward.
Oh no.
Because if he moves the square forward, that puts him 10 foot away from Lycidius. Not that that helps, but
And?
he's just most of the way there then.
You mean you trying to say it's like since it's his problem now?
Yeah,
Was it
yeah.
throw good berries in my mouth?
It's no
57
longer our
points of
issue.
Fire damage.
Half would be.
He's closer to Lycidius than us.
23.
Yeah, 23.
But so he's moved there. We know that one sets it off. He went across onto this. Was it this one that depressed, or was it that one that was depressing that?
So he was down there, he's moved to there, that one's depressed as well.
Okay.
He's dying now. He's on fire.
Right.
I can't heal him.
I can heal him if I can get to him.
Oh,
Can't be quick about it.
The first one out of the door on our side's okay. Is the first one out of the door on your side okay? You might be able to reach him.
Can't fucking check it, can you?
Maybe you can actually crawl.
How do I check it? Yeah, when I go into this corridor, what the stone directly between me and Orvine? Do I stand on it normally?
Well, this one,
Yeah.
you jumped across to get out.
So we're not sure.
Yeah.
Is Orvine flat down
You flat down on the ground.
Wait,
below the fire range?
He,
Oh no, actually, I was gonna say I can help him from here. I think, but actually, this might be better if he has no agency in this whatsoever.
Because he'll immediately sit up.
Should have knocked me out at the start and dragged me.
Oh no, we've got to do something quick.
Death saving throw fail.
Yeah.
Or pass.
Well, it was a fail.
Crawl.
Yeah, I'm going to drop to the floor myself,
Okay.
crawl onto the slab between us, so that I'm within, touch distance of him, and I reach out and try and touch him.
Dexterity check, please.
Crawl better than I can.
19 plus stuff.
You get down, crawl your way straight over to him, and you reach him.
Reach out, and it'll be kill wounds.
Okay.
So he'll get
Lycidius knows how to not lift his butt in the air.
5
Knows.
HP.
So that square is also good.
Basic elf training.
So don't go in the middle of the room. Job done.
Stay down!
Yeah, so I'll be there. I'm basically crawling in front of you. My hands still on top of you. Like, do not move.
Imagine waking up.
My ass is on fire. I've got this thing, it's like.
And when I
Lycidius just lay
prone,
flat out in front of you.
did any fire go off?
No.
No.
But it will go off when he leaves that square.
When he leaves that square, it will.
Oh God.
Maybe I stay still until you guys all crawl underneath.
That's honestly what I was thinking, and then we just drag you out from the side. I was just thinking. That's what I said. Well, Orveen's one problem with the rest. The problem is if we slip down, it's just gonna get blasted for every mistake we make. You're just gonna get blasted over and over.
Well, if I stay prone, I don't move.
Yeah.
The problem is we have to come back out this way as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's too late now because Orveen's over there. So we better follow.
I can't crawl forward, but I think I'll do better. Really better crawling backwards.
I think we might need to have a long rest in that corridor right there.
Is this dragon statue on a platform?
Is there an off switch right underneath it?
Yes, it's in big red letters, yeah.
No.
Okay. And how far away is this eyeball thing from the statue?
So the eyeball is there.
Yeah.
If we can get to this, actually, we can do all sorts. We can destroy it, we can turn it, we can't get across the bloody room.
That's just because I rolled nothing over 10 or something.
I could get there, but I don't know what I'd do when I was there. I could crawl across as a spider, and then I could get up on its back. But what do you want me to do?
Well, I think you'd have first idea about putting the eye in its mouth. The statue doesn't have like a hand outstretched or anything, does it?
No,
Missing
it's
a
not.
wing.
At rest, is its mouth closed or open?
Open.
It's always
So
It's
just
always
stationary.
open.
It's stationary. The statue doesn't do anything other than fire coming out of its mouth.
that we know
That we know of. How can you turn into something like what's got a raccoon? What's got opposable thumbs?
of. I don't think I've ever seen a raccoon.
Okay.
I don't think they're native to this
What
area.
what animal can you turn into, Bert? That's the easy question, is it? What animals do you know?
Mainly farmyard animals.
You know eagles?
I can't turn into them out of principle.
Does
I can't turn into things that fly or swim yet.
could you? So we've established that chucking like large chunks of masonry doesn't do the job. So if
But you can turn into a rat.
and that it's mostly that like Bert could roll it.
It's really big. I couldn't lift it as a rat. Could
What
I?
if you turned
It's
into
huge. This is like a big stone.
what if you turned into
Well,
a
how much does it weigh?
fox
20?
or a badger? You've seen a fox or a badger, right?
It's
If
20
I'll
pounds,
turn
so 8
into a
kilos.
badger-
It's not loads.
I'll be really heavy in it. I'll get roasted badger.
What about a fox?
I'll be roasted. I want it to be something small,
Like-
so I don't
Just
I'll pick
immediately
up-
get killed.
I'll pick up the chunk of masonry that I chucked previously onto this first square because I know that square's safe. So I'll pick up the chunk of masonry
Wait,
there.
all things in there.
But do you like? I was generally chucking ones this size though. But do you think a fox is this heavy? You're the most likely to know.
I've never held myself.
You stay where you are, listen, you stay on the ground.
Yeah, for now.
Okay,
Oh, no.
you could turn into a fox and then we could weigh you.
I think
Get the scales out.
Because as a fox, you'd be able to roll that stone, and if you could roll it as far as the dragon and stand next to the not in front of the dragon but next to it, then you could turn back into you, pick up the
Or
eye, and
behind
shove
it.
it in its mouth.
Well, the eye's like 15 feet away from the. Well, no, no, it's on the second
I
square
don't
away
think
from
that's a good idea. Because even if I am very light, I'll be very heavy with that eye.
Does the
I'll be rolling it.
eye look like it's depressing the stone that it's on?
You just can't tell.
You just can't
The
tell.
ground is so
Unlevel.
unlevel in here.
I think we go back to plan A, I'll recrawl. Just don't do what I did and put your
Yeah.
ass in the air.
Just stay along this wall. We could put a rope so that you can't fall into the room.
If
And then we just get Orvine out after. He's bad.
If you went across to the dragon as a rat, you could get across, no problem.
Yeah.
What if?
But what does Bert do when they're there?
What if I crawled up to the eyeball, pushed the eyeball, and Bert did the rest?
So we're all just flat out on the floor. The ogres come down, we're all like...
I'm thinking, who's got a rope that's intact? Who hasn't got torched yet?
I've got a rope.
So, if you went over as a rat, you could try and like make a slip knot and like lasso yourself.
Oh, what? How am I
I'm getting
my
down. I'm
rope
getting
if
desperate.
I'm a rat? In my body.
In your body, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you never worry about that when you turn into a cow? Like your stuff just.
And we do have to remember that this might not work.
I could really use a long rest.
Me too, so badly.
Can I nap in the middle of this
Yeah,
fight?
take a short rest.
It's nice and warm. The fire's divine.
You guys are on wall resting for a very long time.
What I don't understand.
I haven't moved for 6 seconds. Does that count as a
I
short rest?
reckon you just tried to get
Started
across.
Crawling
No, we go
on the other
up
stones.
on the
Yeah,
on
so
the
While,
rubble.
while they're discussing that in that over there, I'm looking at Orvine. So the one I'm on right now didn't depress when I went prone on it.
No, I did not.
So I'm gonna assume that one's safe. So I'm looking at Orvine and this one didn't move, like tapping the one that I'm directly on.
As long as you crawl directly.
Do you
forward.
think you can get onto it if I move?
Yeah, I'm great at crawling.
I didn't hear no bell.
You should see Orvin slut
I
drop though.
have limited
Boots with the
powers, but
fur.
I can bring you back if it goes wrong.
Yeah, no, I can definitely crawl along this floor.
You know, she's here like, what the fuck are these people?
So I'm gonna stand up and get out of the way of the one that I'm on that didn't move,
Okay.
and
So you stand up on that one.
I'm gonna crawl backwards.
Crawl backwards. Lovely. Okay, Dex.
15 plus 19.
Yeah. You crawl backwards and stand up on the square on the other side. Back
So
of the corridor.
we're assuming that the
Got a
one directly in front
nondescript
of
booty.
me and directly in front of you is safe because it didn't move when I went on it. It's
No.
on you if you can get to me.
I'm going to attempt to crawl towards the
Oh
corridor.
my god, you're like, I've had enough of it.
You know what I'm going to ask you?
I'm taking a big deep breath. I'm like,
But if you can get on the one in front of me, I can reach down and save him if I need
yes,
to.
down. So, before I'm even
Keep
moving,
your ass down.
I'm sort of like. I don't want to say
so-
thrusting into the floor, but
This
it's
is the
the only
worst.
thing I've
You're
got.
gonna scrape your dick along.
I'll take some superficial dick damage to knock my ass burn. Oh, I didn't roll horrific.
Wow, Orvine, that's one raggedy ass for sin.
17.
What happened?
You thrust your crotch down hard. And as you move forward into the square in front, right.
I think straight in the dolphin pose or whatever.
Cobra.
You stand up into the last square over there. Nothing happens, you're alright.
Good.
Guys, it's safe.
You shout, you look back towards Licinius. You see this ogre running down the corridor behind him.
I was just about to. I wasn't going to alarm you when you were in there, but I did hear voices.
I'd like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Shit.
So funny. And so bad.
No!
Are you last? Was it another one?
It was a 2.
Alright, anyone get above 20 by any chance?
Arguably, it would be a better question to say, ask if anyone got above 10.
15 to 20?
I got 15.
I got 17, so we're okay.
This is the reason I left these dice at home and never put them in my card. This happened last time I rolled the yellow dice.
Hey guys, do you think Jamie just got fed up?
10, yeah. 10 to 15.
Right, fuck it, kill them all.
I got 9.
Oh, I want to go home.
Ed, what did you get?
8.
What did you get?
3.
Put the baddies in when Dad's ready.
Orvine, crawl back! I've got your pessary.
Just
Is that
die
what I mean?
back.
No, that's not what I mean.
Vaseline.
Did you say pessary?
Yeah.
It's for your butt.
So we know that square, that square, that square, and that square are bad.
Maybe. How confident are you with that? Because I'm not.
I'm sorry, so it's those 3 and those 2. Because that's the one that a piece of masonry fell on when Lycidius was coming on the edge. Those are the 2 that Orvin started on. That was the next
my
one he
Lord.
went to, and then he went to there and then stood up onto this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And we're all in a shit state.
Guys, an understatement.
Right.
Is it too late to hide?
My initiative is 15.
How much did Bert get?
I got +1.
You were 15.
I was
Oh,
15,
15, yeah.
but that's including a +1.
Me, I got 9.
Cool.
Can you kill 5 ogres on your own?
Oh my god!
No!
Okay.
Well, Sidious is fresh. He's got this.
He's not, you don't fire.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
All right.
slightly
Oh,
singed.
yeah, Lycidius is first in initiative, so that's good news.
Sure!
Just in time to bail. Can I have a coffee, please?
No idea what I'm going to do.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
If I was you, get on your belly and crawl back.
I suppose if you could, hop back out onto the masonry and come back on the corner of the room and try not to get toasted and hopefully kite them in.
All right, so Lycidius, as you see, Orvin's eyes go wide. You look back over your shoulder. Ogre comes running down the corridor towards you.
Push all thing back into
Where were you when
No
you got
kingdom come
toasted?
yet.
No.
What square did you stand on when you
One
got
day.
toasted?
We'll
I've
find a
been
use
reviewing
for
it.
I'm,
Yeah.
not, I'm not
I love
sure.
it.
So directly from where Orvine is in front of me, there's 2 on this wall here. There's basically a whole bunch of rubble in front of it, isn't there? That I was using to climb across.
Here, yes.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of rubble there. And that ogre's definitely charging me. I can't just go toe to toe with it. I'll look at Orvine. Get up on the rubble. We may have to let them charge us.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and hop my way up onto some of the rubble to keep them off the floor.
Okay, acrobatics check then, please.
11.
11. You leap up on top of the rubble, holding onto the side. Some of it clatters down onto the floor. You hold your position here. But the fire does not go off.
Because I haven't touched the floor. Okay. That's just movement to that, isn't it?
Keep coming.
Yeah, but before I go any further, I'm gonna. I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna cure wounds on myself. Save one for emergencies.
Yeah, because in a minute we don't know anything's happening really.
No. You see as much as the cities jump up on the rubble.
Very hastily.
Slaps himself on the chest.
And where I am, there isn't really much room for Orvine to join me. Like I'm joining pieces there. I'm kind of blocking him.
No, you are Kate Winsletting that bit of door.
Yeah.
I'll jump the other way. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Just tell boy was jumping your way.
try and I'm gonna try and continue moving
Like Alden
to the next
spying me.
piece of suitable rubble.
Okay, I'm taking your full movement and jumping up on there.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how much movement you want me to use for.
Yeah, so jumping on there because it's so unstable. You jump on, something moves under you, grab hold of the wall. That's it. It's very precarious to move across
That's
this
more
space.
than fair. So I will stay there for the time being then.
Okay. Alcott.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's 6 seconds
From
worth of
where
stuff.
I actually am, I probably don't even see
You
what
don't, you don't see anything now,
No.
really.
So I guess I'm just standing around waiting for.
Pass your turn.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Ooh.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Comes round, huge chunk of tree. And he's got just behind him. You can see 2 hobgoblins coming down the back. Both of those with chains around them, and there's a huge hairy creature behind, thrusting them forward. But the ogre swings this huge chunk of tree at you. That is a 15 to hit.
It's exactly what you needed.
Oh no.
I think the plus is going to be on its own.
That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's me down.
The tree slams into Orbean. He collapses down the ground. The ogre is spinning in the corridor. Or everyone will have heard that. And then these guys will move up behind. These 2 on chain leashes. The big guy behind.
Because they're bitches.
Alright, that's Bert's go.
Shit.
From your position, you can hear them.
Okay. Well, I will.
What's normal jump distance?
The rules for just straight jumping. It's almost on strength, isn't it?
Bring the camera down.
It's a strength stat. Okay. It's not on the standard stuff. I have to look that up separately.
I'm gonna come forward to here and assess the situation.
Situation is, we're fucked.
Oh dear.
At least I didn't fall
You move
onto a
forward.
fire slab.
Orvin's down on the ground, this huge thing in the doorway, swinging its club. Orvin's blood fresh, spat across it. Orvin's face in blood.
Oh, your strengths.
I think
number
the
of feet
first
up to
thing
your
I
strength
will
score
do,
if you
I'll
release 10
cast my
feet immediately
spirit
before you jump.
totem.
Oh, it's half if it's a standing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this 40k.
What's that?
I'm gonna use this
So
40k thing.
Up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot
Immediately before you
So
jump.
I'll
Only if
put
you're
it
standing on a jump, you can
here.
move only half that distance.
Principle translucent.
If you
You
don't
have the translucent.
If you don't move, you can only jump half.
I
your
still
strength
have
score
it in
for
there,
forward.
to be fair.
If you run 10 feet, you can make.
So with the
So
strength
that
of 15,
gives everybody 9 temporary hit points.
Everybody.
Oh,
Not the ogres. All of us.
9 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Is there like a range on it? Or is it?
I still
60
get a
foot.
9,
60
10,
foot, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it has a 30-foot aura to be within 60 foot of me, so I put it so it was in range of us all.
And it reapplies at the start of your go.
It does, yeah, my turn.
So 9, 10.
Yep.
9, yeah.
Does that include?
I get the temp, but it doesn't bring me up.
So it stabilises him, but it doesn't.
No, I don't
Doesn't
stabilise.
stabilise.
I just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
get it. I still get the
Oh, I
9
thought
temp
it-
HP,
okay.
and if I come back and work on it, but I don't yet. But I'm still.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you. Sorry,
Okay.
I forget the temporary HP
Yeah,
thing with
it's
the,
because aid.
every single time.
It's because aid works differently as well, because you can pick people up with aid.
Because that also raises your max
Yeah.
HP. So it gives you HP.
And then,
That's probably
sorry,
what
I,
the things-
I
Yeah,
remember
okay.
you saved us with aid a few times.
Yes.
I'm just trying to.
We were just considering the jump rules and how it works.
Wild shape.
It's all strength based.
And I can do a half now.
If you move at least 10 feet in a shrine, you can jump.
Can I not
And
do
the
a
amount of
spider?
feet equal
So
to
no
your strength
spiders?
score. Or it's half, you can make a standing jump. So if you're standing still, you can do half your strength score as a jump
Okay. In feet.
in feet.
Okay.
But if you run 10 feet first, you can jump your normal.
So 5 feet from standing still.
But that's just rules as written.
I mean, that's
It-
more
it-
than I can jump from standing still, so.
God, yeah.
Looks like, can I be a giant wolf spider? I suppose I wouldn't have
But that doesn't
seen
include what
one
you
of
land
them.
on what happens if you fall over.
Cool.
Do you have to have
Yeah.
seen a giant version of
Okay.
the creature in order to be it?
Yeah.
So you can't, yeah.
Yeah, see,
But if you get a run up at it.
So you can't
You
can't
go
just be a
the
bigger
same-
version of
you
something
go
you've
the
already
same
seen.
as your strength
See
score.
that?
Okay.
Creature.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's all I can do
Who
then.
wants to stop you going, I'll be a badger, a big badger.
Well, that's what everyone does,
That's just
isn't
those
it?
rules
That
that
is
come around what-
effectively what everyone
Generally,
does.
you might land on that, you might
'Cause
land
everyone's
into
like,
a
oh,
rainbow,
big
you
guy
might-
badger.
You know,
Hello.
all sorts of stuff can
Who's
happen.
turned into a badger?
You can't be a normal badger unless you're like. Well, I suppose you can do, but I could be a badger. But most people are like a dire
Well,
badger.
you know, you're starting to, I'm going to have to tell everybody off for being dire badgers.
Not anyone in this group. I'm gonna back up then.
You're gonna back up to
Yeah, 3 spaces.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, over to Bertlack.
Oh, I'm gonna do something incredibly stupid.
Oh dear.
Best
We were
idea.
just discussing the jump
All
rules.
the best ideas start this way, it's fine.
We were just discussing the jump rules. And
Okay.
jump rules say if you get a 10-foot run up, you can jump a distance equal to your strength stat. My strength stat is 15.
That's rule as written there, but that's
Yeah,
interpretation on that.
So you're going to get a run up and try and get a 15-foot jump.
I think so. I'll step back. I'm gonna try and fucking wanted it and like fucking curve which will make this more difficult for myself. So, riddle me this, Jamie. If I step back to here, run up, start running into this square, into that square, can I jump into that doorway? Or can I try?
You can certainly try.
I can
that,
certainly
yeah.
try. I will try.
All right. Yeah, let me just read the jump rules for myself here.
Do it in slow-mo and then just like
It's
give him the
jump
middle
rule.
finger on the way back.
The jump rules are really badly written for D&D.
Yeah.
Like, really badly written.
Yeah, 'cause it then goes on
Number of
to
feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet, which you do.
It's a tight time I can jump to the next.
and then it goes on to like when you're
I'm going to have you do an
terrain.
athletics check.
Yeah, I imagine I'm trying to curve it and it's difficult enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wanted jump.
15. Not bad.
Straight down on the ground, down to one knee on the other side, but you get yourself back up, you're there.
Okay. So we're here. How much that I imagine that's all my movement. That was a fucking lot.
Yeah.
Could I do the same again if I use my action to dash?
Yeah.
Let me move this chair out of the way. I'll step back to here and I will go. Oh, I don't know about these 2 squares. Oh, what do I choose? Do it. I will step back to there
Okay.
I'll go 5, 10, and try and jump to over here by the dragon.
I'll take an athletics check for that, please.
4.
4. Okay, you land badly on a piece of rubber at the side. Your leg twists from under you, and you come rolling down onto your back. You're prone, but you're over there.
I'll take that. In that square or further back?
Yeah, no, in that square there. So you're down and here.
Okay, I'll take that. That is the dream
You've
place.
been very
That's me.
lucky there.
That's me.
Time for a nat 20. No,
Do you think
5.
if I put a shield on my front, I could slide across
And Bob's on your way across.
and Bob must
I want to know what Josh and Ollie are doing. Where are you?
Ollie may or may not be shitting his pants.
All right, top of the round, it's Sidious.
So from my position, how far away is Orvine from me?
Yeah, there's a 5-foot gap between the two of you.
You have to jump back down off your masonry.
If I don't, he dies.
Lob shot good 3 into his mouth.
He dies.
Thank you.
I'd like to think I've died my mouth open. A good few lads in my mouth.
You totally get a teabag by that now, you know that, right?
I only had one.
You can have a second.
I don't know if I have a mouth left after I hit you with the tree.
I did.
What's it going to be, Sidious?
McDonald's for lunch, you go for it. I had one of the salads. It's pretty alright actually. Has as much calories as my sad soup.
It's good. Is it nice and sad soup?
It's nice sad soup.
Oh my. Well, okay.
This is bad.
No, I'm not
now.
going to just leave him.
I would.
This is my good character. Well, one of them is good.
God, talks your evil character.
Gartok.
He's the neutral one in the middle.
Gartok is the war crimes character.
Yeah, he is now.
I can actually help you with this piece of information.
If you're
No.
if you're just listening and not watching, John declines to perform the Nasdaq maneuver. No way in hell.
Right.
Is there a spider that we could get tactically eaten by to remove ourselves from this situation?
I wanted to be a spider because I thought I might be able to web him to me.
Drag me around.
I thought I would just
Drag him across all of the stone.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump down so that I'm within 5 feet of Orvine. I'm jumping onto a pressure plate, probably.
So if you're jumping 5 foot down, you'll jump into that there directly in front
I
of the
don't want that
ogre.
side of the
You don't want to
ogres.
go there, so you want to go to there.
Okay.
Which I'm aware is a pressure plate.
It is.
Um,
So you jump down to it.
Could you belly flop it?
yeah, that's my intention. Can I intentionally jump down and with intent to go in straight prone?
Like a burpee.
Effectively, yeah.
Everyone hates it.
throw.
Because obviously, I know I'm going to get hit by fire, probably,
Right.
but I just want to be within 5 feet of.
Okay.
So that's the main intent there. Natural 20, so 20.
Okay. Okay, but you set the pressure plate off. Fire bursts out through the room. Fortunately, Berthelak is prone as well. Fills the whole room. Does not get anyone who's laid flat down on
That
the
is the
ground.
best fail you've ever had in your life, by the way.
I thought to
First
myself,
ogre pulls his hand back over his face as the fire burns out.
oh, I'll be fine there. I'm level with a dragon. Apparently not, so it's a good job I
Yeah,
fucked
so
up.
first things first, use my last spell slot. Reach out and touch Orvine again for 9 hit points.
That's more than things.
7 plus 2, yeah, it's not bad.
It's lovely waking up to be conscious, isn't it? Just notice before you get to do anything else.
It's really bad.
Fatigued.
I'll tap this one out, lads.
Okay.
So that's my action to do that.
Yeah.
And then the question becomes, how much of my movement are we saying it costs me to jump down and get prone?
I'm going to say 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
The situation is so fucked.
It's so fucked. I'm going to have to employ the Orvines manoeuvre and try and start crawling, keeping my ass firmly to...
Keep the ass up.
Okay, where do you intend to crawl to?
I'm going to go...
You're currently in this square.
back to the bulk of the party.
Here?
Yeah.
1 dexterity check, please.
Keep that ass low.
What's that? 19 plus my dex of 4, so 23.
Stay flat out of the ground, you crawl along 1. Yes, that's fine.
So I use 10.
That's another 10.
So that's 20.
He's good at going on the
I
floor.
have 15 left, so I can effectively try one more time.
Yep.
I'll try one more time.
Hello.
11 plus 4, so 15 this time.
Crocodile.
Yep,
Have you
that's
seen
fine.
a crocodile?
Every time you do this, fire it's filling the room.
Hopefully this is putting the ogre off and following us, is my hope. Yeah, so I'm staying down. That's all my movement at this point. Oh, I've got 5 feet left, so I can't really go any further. Yeah.
That's you. Okay.
This is fucked.
Alcott.
Ogres done over them into the room and incinerate themselves.
For fuck's sake.
All intents and purposes, it's like we're all down.
Put a shield off the back
It doesn't look like we're all down.
and strap my shield to my throat. Pulling the tags. Alright, here it goes.
It's the luge.
I'll do 5.
What is happening?
So which square is he in, this one?
This one there.
Oh my god.
15. And then, using the same jump rules, I'm going to jump 10 feet. But try and land on my stomach and dwarf curling myself into the eyeball.
Make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I will.
If anything deserves to pass, it's this.
Time to blow that Christmas inspiration. You take a jump.
God.
Like full running.
Grab it, hold the edge of the shield, you hit it hard. Impact with the floor. Flame bursts over your head, but you've got some momentum.
Are you the one in the magic shield? Yeah, you've got the magic shield now.
Okay, so you land on the shield. Where are you? Wait, what's your intention?
Straight to the eyeballs, try and sort of curling it over to
As Orvine hits each pressure plate, they're repeatedly going off.
Oh my god.
Slam into the side here. Is it the shit? You got very little control. Just swing into the side, hitting the eyeball. Rolls right up between you and Bertolat. You stop.
Oh god, I fully expected to die.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Good on him. That's what this is.
Yeah, it fucking looks like Skittles.
It's all Jamie's fault. He said that Tiffany was in trouble. We're giving us a run for our money in terms of like your comedy value.
Well, hold my fucking bait.
Alright, so you've Legolas, shield, slid.
Defied the laws of physics.
It was a Captain America shield.
Yeah.
Slid. You've come to a stop now. Just on the beveled part of the shield, it just.
I'm just saying, we should canon that this is a shield of grease.
Do I still have a bonus action on?
Yeah, you
Cool.
You use your movement action for that, really.
Yeah. Well, because I swapped the shield around.
Yeah, that's your full
I saw
action.
that as
I'll
my
give you the
action,
bonus.
Yeah. I will healing word
Oh, okay.
you for 5, 11 HP.
Oh, okay. I like to touch up something.
No, don't go fighting.
Okay.
We just can't afford anyone to die.
You stop. Hand comes down. You feel a surge of life come through. A huge club comes. Oh, you're prone, aren't you?
I'm pro.
Oh god.
Advantage.
So, that was a 9. But because of advantage, it became a 25.
Cool.
25 hits.
Excuse me.
Oh no.
15 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm rolling so poorly tonight. I think it's +2, let me just double check. It is plus... Oh, that's my weapons. It is +2, so that's 15.
15. Okay. You look up at him as he slams you with his club through partly bloodied eye. You look up and see the ogre reach
testicles.
towards the wall, grabbing a stone on it,
Oh.
pulling it out and twisting it.
Oh, fuck.
Sweet.
Either we found the on and off switch and I slid across the room for no reason. Or
And then the chain goes.
Yeah, and they're all coming through the ogre's space to there. So the bugbear at the back pulls the chain hard. The two of the hobgoblins at the front will swing down with clubs on you. That is a 13 to hit.
That misses.
No, sorry, listen, it is.
Oh, 13 misses me as well.
And the other one's going to miss as well. He pulls back on the chain as they swing back towards you. There's clubs come back so they don't get near you. That's me done. It is a bird's go.
So everyone who's taken damage can refresh their 9 temporary hit points.
And they're clearly still on the points where there's pressure plates.
Yes.
Okay.
And then...
Quick, boop that rock back.
We've got the rock. Oh.
So, Bert, from where you are, you see that a stone has popped out the wall, right there, and
You
turned to
ju-
the side.
Oh.
Do it.
Torture. Real torture.
Yeah, I'm going to put that back in.
So you're going to step up to here. You push it back in.
Sucks, doesn't it?
No, you. Universe.
The two hobgoblins at the front on chains instantly completely incinerated. The chains fall into the ground.
beautiful.
That's what you get when you've got oily hair.
That's what you get.
And we're all here like on the ground.
Yeah, fire just looking above everybody again.
Orvid's lay on his
gonna
burnt
fail.
side now. He's getting the other side.
I think I'm going to be scared of fire for the rest of my life.
Flip him over halfway through.
Rotisserie.
Okay, the bugbear at the back who had the chains, his hair is burnt, singed. It's god awful smell.
Yeah.
You can just see skin under his face as the fire comes out. But he's still on his feet.
It's gonna look like one of those like awful
Birds.
Sphinx cats.
Yeah, that's your action to push that in.
That's my action.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Wait. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Bertolac.
Oh no.
Well, I know where I landed's fine, but well, it's not fine in terms of the flame.
Sorry, everybody.
From here, I'm lying on my back.
Constant
I'm
fire.
gonna. I'm gonna look at.
Just stay down.
Is there a spot next to the dragon where I could get to the edge and like stand up and not be in the flame?
When the flame goes off, it just burns around the entire room, getting everything in here.
Just hold fast. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna fucking stay put. If it's just blasting with fire, I'm gonna grab the eyeball.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay here.
Like a baby, like.
I don't know why things have stopped. I just know that they've stepped in and got fucking incinerated too. I don't think I've perceived Bert playing the No You game with the rock on it. So I'll grab the eye and I'll lie on my back and wait for the fire to stop.
You grab the eye, Rob. Now got me. He's a bit like someone in World War II, you know. And then,
Hold my eye, God!
Make it stop!
You'll go.
I'm gonna bonus action rage. Let me just use it. Then I'm going to use my action to disengage. I'm gonna try and crawl towards towards Olcott. It's a friendly face.
Dexterity, please.
Keep that ass down.
That's a 7.
Although that means the bugbear takes no damage.
That's why I did it.
The bugbear can't survive.
Yeah.
He can't survive. So he's incinerated as well as those two guys.
Oh, that's great. Just keep pressing.
But
My ass.
yes, it's gonna take some damage.
Yes, it is a butt.
That's what you should have done, actually.
What I should have done.
Just press the button again. Just keep flaming them.
34 points of fire damage.
I suppose we don't know that you've got the button.
Involuntarily stick your ass
But
up
you
in
do
the
know
air
that they're
again.
stood up.
Do I at least move a square?
You do. You do. Well, I mean, you can move again if you want to. There's 10 feet of movement you've used.
So you want to? I'm gonna have to. He's got a fucking grid. Yeah, I'm gonna try and move one more square towards Olcott.
Dexterity.
Come on, anything that's not shit. It's 19.
You stay low. Fire burns through the room again, doesn't get you. Or anyone else.
I've got 10 more foot of movement.
Did you do it one more time to be safe?
I think in the panic of getting smacked with trees, I'm gonna
You're
have
just
to.
scrabbling,
Yeah. Like, I know I shouldn't, but the character would. For a 40.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've nailed this crawling thing.
Top of the round, it's Licinius.
His crotch. Oh no, it's because you're on your back now,
I'm
right?
back now, yeah.
Yeah, this is your favourite terrain. Your butt's pushing your along.
I'm just leaving like melted skin as a
Oh.
trail.
Oh.
Just bodily fluids.
That guy from
everywhere.
Robocop with glasses.
Disgusting. How I was allowed to watch that thing at 8 years old, I don't know.
Alright. We are going to.
Not how I saw this going.
Get the shit out of here after this encounter.
I'm going to carry on heading towards Burt.
Hello.
How far have I got to go with this one pressure plates?
If the next one, there is no pressure plate, really. So you're on one that doesn't have a pressure plate.
I'm going to stay out of fear of so much fire. I'm going to stay on my front and crawl once I know I'm safe, and stand up and. I'm not on a pressure plate there.
No, fine.
I think this button makes the fire go on and on.
Fuck off there.
Look at it. Is there obviously a button down that I can see, or is it just
No, we've been
stone?
pointing at it. Yeah, there's a stone that's slightly different colour to the others.
I wouldn't need no.
Only one
Give
of
me a
us was
forest.
like really good at looking at stones.
Anyone mentioned they were going to look at the walls.
Yeah.
Why would they put a bunny?
I joked about there being a button on the statue as well.
If I step to the other side of the corridor I'm in, not entering the circular room, can I see big old ogre boy on the other side? I'm saying, can I get an angle for a shot on him?
You can from where you.
Because I'm looking on.
If you want to go over one here.
Yeah,
From there, yes, you can.
but staying inside, yeah. So I want to try and either piss him off to come at me or get him to go away.
See, well-oiled machine. We know what we do.
So I will attempt
You
to.
don't want oil on this machine.
No. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
Happy days.
So many natural 20s. 2
I
damage.
want a 1 and a 2 on the dice.
Oh, wonderful.
Not far off.
So that's a total of 7 points of damage.
7
from a
points of
natural-
Arrow hits him. Okay.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay.
Right.
Alcott. Garden centre.
This again.
It's only taken you 3 hours.
It's a link.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I thought you were going to do it when I was introducing my character, actually, but never mind.
Maybe I have to say it for it to be something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to try and sacred flame him.
Okay.
Can he make a Dex 13?
He cannot. That's a 9.
Cool. I can't remember what
From down on the ground.
Well, I'm sort of belly up on this. Sound like a weevil.
Alcott wobbles, but he doesn't fall down.
Yes, it is a D8. 6 radium.
Okay.
And then I'm going to healing word you again
Okay.
for 9 HP.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you see the skin on his back and ass just healing up.
Do I heal to the floor so if I peel off?
Alcott done.
Yes.
Okay. The button clunks back out of the wall. He comes running across, swinging its club wildly. Natural 1. Slams it into the wall. The club breaking down the centre and the weak part and end of it flying across the room. That's it. 1 attack for him. So it's Bert's go.
Watch the damn ballon!
Bonk.
Okay, nothing happens.
It's like the cat.
Nothing happens.
No.
Oh no, he's not on it. I've pressed the button. That's
Okay.
my action. Anyone who needs the 9 temporary hit points can go back up to 9. Oh. And that is all I can do.
That's you done? Bert's
Yeah,
allowed.
because it would just be a bonus action. I can't do anything.
I'm gonna get me a hoe dessert.
Can I? If I'm in this square, can I put my hand heavily down on this square and see if anything moves?
Okay, yeah, you put your hand down there. I erupt into the room. He does not make the saving throw.
And tonight, I'm cooking ogres.
It swings at you. Club breaking. Fire erupts into the room. He stands there for a moment, on fire, burning, falling down to his knees and dead to the ground. As he hits the ground behind him, the flames go off one more time before the room goes quiet. We're out of combat.
Success? Question mark?
Not dead. Yes.
Is everyone still okay?
I'll turn it off.
Okay, you grab it, it comes out the wall again, and it turns.
Right. Because I don't think we know that there's a button.
We don't
I think I've turned it off.
You think or you know?
I don't know.
I'm gonna crawl on my belly.
Hold on. Stay there. I've got the eye. I'll just wedge it in its mouth.
Why don't you just press the thing again?
You know what? That's quite a good idea.
Okay. all down. Lie down. Flat. I'm watching you, Owen. Lie down.
Arch.
I put my hand down on the slab next to me that I know.
It's like
is good for the
just
yoga.
Saul over
Nothing
there.
happens.
I'll
Good.
stand up tentatively and wedge the eyeball in the dragon's mouth
Okay.
Press the
anyway.
Fits
button.
there perfectly.
No, like really fucking like oomph it in.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fits perfectly in that spot. And you can even see, as it goes back in there's some grooves on the stone whip, which go exactly where the teeth are.
Can we try with the flames on with that in the mouth?
No.
No, it was in the middle of the floor. Well, who's to say that isn't going to just launch across the room?
For now, it appears to be
If
those buttons that, well, Bert found, and that seems to stop it for the time being.
Well, getting to my feet, strapping my shield back to my back rather than my tummy. Fat lot of good you were, you form-changing bitch.
Not there.
Oh. Okay, well, dusting myself off. I will say that anyway, and then obviously if she's gone, then
Oh, I didn't notice
Oh,
where she
shit.
went. I was pressing this button.
I'm still gonna crawl on my belly towards the door, not the door, but towards Bert and the stairs.
did anyone see where she went? But
I didn't even notice she was gone.
so, not into this room then.
Unless
I
she
almost
was
followed me
invisible
away.
and fire resistant.
It's a safer bet that she either went back into the room we came from or where we come from.
I don't trust her.
She's right there, isn't she? 16!
The stone you pull out and turn, it is very slowly rotating. Very slowly rotating.
I think.
Still rotating.
Yes, Bert.
Oh, press no. I think this resets.
Could you?
I'll crawl a little
What do
quicker.
you mean resets?
It's moving by itself.
Oh, yeah.
Well, can you stop it?
Do you want me to try?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm gonna try and stop it from turning. I'll hold it.
You grab hold of it, okay?
Well,
Does it stop turning if you hold a timer?
Yeah.
as Bert
I've
has
got
said,
it.
it's still moving, and that I'm gonna fucking dash for this, for here.
Yeah, me too.
For there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you guys all run over that side. Ogre's gone. Okay.
Do I have to stay here now? Forever?
Oh, there's one of those over this side. And I'll point to Berthelak where the ogre.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it stuck out the wall at a slight angle. Realistically, the amount of speed it's turning, it would take several minutes to come all the way back round.
If you thought she was telling the truth and she really wanted to find this Marcus fella, do you think she'd have scalped her?
She did watch us get incinerated, though. I wouldn't blame her for thinking the tide was against us on
You
that
didn't
one.
exactly instill confidence in that moment.
Is she left any footprints over there?
What, in the fire?
No, because she was in the corridor, wasn't she? She's got.
Have you got the button?
I'll hold it over here, Bert.
Okay, I'll walk down the corridor and have a look. Can I see any sign of where she might have gone in footprint-wise?
You can make a survival check.
As Orvin, can I aid Bert in doing that?
Yeah,
Imagine.
advantage.
I'll just hold this button.
Turn it quick. as
19.
it comes through.
There's a lot of rubble on the floor. I'd say there's a fresh footprint going back that way.
Well, back down
towards the exit.
this way or that way.
No, towards the extra, she's got
Yeah, so down this way.
Yeah. Just one footprint.
It looks like she left. She probably got bored of watching Orvine get roasted repeatedly.
Well, before that thing resets, we should join the others. It looks like it's moving slowly.
Do we? Oh, sorry, you guys are down the corridor. aren't you?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Looking at ours, is it still turning when Bert's holding the one over there? Okay. Alright, let's carry on.
Let's move quickly, and yeah, we'll join the rest of the party.
And you move over to that side.
Do if she's bailed on us, like this guy Marcus, I'm sure he's a lovely guy,
Not really our
but
problem.
we just got cooked
Only to
bad. Would it be wise for us to go back up? I don't want to leave him down here on his own. Like,
we need to
without
make
knowing,
sure
but-
she doesn't run to our caravan and seduce human.
Well, what are our choices? We'll either continue down these passageways and find what we find.
I don't want to say. Should we just look around the corner?
Yeah.
We could come back after
Well, we've
we've
got a
had a
killing machine,
sleep.
man.
I'm pretty hungry now.
I'm pretty sure haven't we just slept and then came down here?
No.
I know we had the fight, the big fight with the
Yeah.
cultists, didn't we?
And then we had a short rest, and then we came through.
So yeah, probably it's
Sure,
probably
right.
been like an
It's
hour.
probably been-
Alcott was so angry you had to come downstairs immediately.
Yeah.
But
Realistically, how long do we think it's been since we long rested? Do we feel like it's like halfway through the day, or?
I don't like these questions that Sam asks.
It's been a few hours.
Because we
Well,
had
we
the
could go back and just
we had the
have
ogre
a sit
fight.
down.
troll fight.
Hmm.
Then we had the walk down here. Then we had a short rest in here. Well, after the ogre fight. And then we went into that.
It has been very
Well-
strenuous.
We know we can get through this room now. We know how the trap works.
Do we?
Well, this stone.
Oh,
We know that this stops the fire,
well, that's what.
so
it
we can
does.
come through without getting cooked.
It
I think we should go back up.
might not hurt to just check in with the caravan.
If we go back up, we can see where she's gone. Yeah, check in with the caravan, and if we're not in a good state, if we can't look after ourselves, we can't rescue anyone else.
My only thought is, why would she leave now? She could have left at any time. Why did she choose now to leave? So I think we need to check
Let's
on
go.
our friends before we
Also,
put it across.
Orvine's naked.
Yeah, I need clothes.
Let's go out then. If we can't help ourselves, we can't help anyone else.
You know, if we just had a few more pairs of hands, this might not be such a problem.
Fuck out.
I will strip Master Yeeb out of his clothes while he's not here.
He bites you.
Let's go back up.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll
Reset the trap before we cross it, and then head out, I suppose.
Yeah, head up.
You're gonna head back upstairs.
Yeah.
Plan. Okay. The group head back across, go down the corridor, across the round room with the excavations in, down the corridor, set of stairs, and up into the cathedral.
Yep.
No one here. All quiet.
Still all the
Good.
bodies. Head outside.
She must have moved in quick, you know. Or she's still down
Could
there.
have gone like literally the first time Orvine got blasted again, and she's been up there for hours.
There's also though the ogre chambers and sort of.
She could have just transformed back into an ogre and walked back in.
But let's just go out.
I might have just killed her in the fire. She might not.
Yeah, well, head on up.
Okay.
Head on out.
Daylight hits you as you head outside the cathedral. Something of relief. You feel like a certain amount of pressure has left you. Not just from the exertions that you've currently faced, as everyone glances over at Orvine.
Literally completely naked at this point.
Between Orvine and Lycidius, who both brunted the worst of the fire to their actual clothes, Bertolac, really all metal anyway.
Yeah, it's probably burnt to my skin.
Yeah. But the fresh air, the daylight, Yeah, it's a relief. Seems all quiet, almost like whatever's going on down there just isn't happening at all.
Any sign of her?
No.
Head to the caravan?
Yeah, head to the caravan.
Caravan is waiting exactly where you left it.
Yeah.
Ask them if they've seen.
Before we leave the front of the cathedral, can I ask Lascivious, are there any fresh tracks around here? Lascivious, you've got better life than I have.
Take a look. It's more work here than I'm used to, but I can take a look.
Aye,
I'm better at tracking animals and
I understand. I mean, we know that 5 left the cathedral in a hurry, but
15. So to look for any kind of recent tracks.
I mean, the place is a mess of tracks. Not only have you guys been around here,
Yeah.
a whole army of cultists came from that tower over there to this side only a short while ago, really.
Yeah.
I'll point out what is
It's a mess.
blatantly obvious, essentially.
Yeah.
It's not. I can check beasts, not people.
I'm just suspicious about that woman. And if I can get an "I told you so" into better like one more time today, that'd be fantastic.
I understand.
Other than that, I'm done. Yeah, we'll go back to.
I think it would be wise to take the rest of the day to recover from that ordeal, but it wouldn't do us any harm to keep an eye on the cathedral door and the watchtower just in case.
Should we not shut the door and put the chain on it that was there originally? There was a magical chain at the front of the door last
I think
time.
the chain was on the floor.
It was already
initially,
broken
wasn't
off,
it?
yeah.
Well, I think I'd rather not mess with anything magical that I don't understand. I'm totally down for closing the door though.
Has anyone got any 3 small sections of rope we could tie it up with?
Funny you should say that, yeah.
Well, if we make sure that the cathedral and the tower door are both closed and have someone keep watch, we'll take it in turns or whatever, and then we could just stop and recover and spend the rest of the day in daylight. And we can't do that, Marcus, if he's down there at all any good if we can't look after ourselves.
Aye, that seems fair.
But there's something evil and not right going on in this place. I wouldn't feel right just clearing off and leaving whatever's going on down there undisturbed. We should do something if it's within our power to do so. I'm not saying we should throw ourselves down there, be damned with the consequences, but I'm saying if it's within our power to do good in that place, we should. But not to the point where we're throwing our lives away.
It depends what you mean by good, though. I mean,
this cult is clearly not good. They're masquerading as Ally worshippers. Whatever was going on in that in that cathedral is clearly some profanity, heresy even.
Should we have not let the hobgoblins out when we left, like we promised?
Oh,
I haven't forgotten about the hobgoblins, but in our current state, I want to let them out. But if we were to let them out, they would easily overpower us in our current condition.
They did say actually that they were planning to do that.
Yes, they did. And then for some reason, we still want to let them out.
I would like to think the best of them. They're being held down there in captivity against their will. I would like to believe that doing them a good turn, they would do us a good turn and not destroy the caravan and kill us on the way out. But we can't take that for granted. We need to be in a good shape to defend ourselves should that eventuality come to pass if we want to let them go. And I, for one, don't want to let them go and then think, oh, these guys have just been cooked, so let's just stab them and go.
I know. I know your religious convictions employ you to do something about this, but can we not cave the place in somehow and just leave it be?
They've already been excavating. Ogres, stone giants. It might minorly inconvenience them, but we don't have the power to cause a major enough collapse to cause a difference there that it wouldn't just take them a strong afternoon's worth of work.
But I would remind you of the whole reason we're out here in the first place. We're not out here to right the wrongs of the world. We're here to explore it.
But what if Mistas is gone?
Not every problem is our problem.
But what if Mistas is gone? We saw that water. If it reached us in the quarry, Mistas is a coastal town.
From what I hear, yeah.
We have limited supplies. We can't travel forever, particularly if every coastal area has been devastated by that. Surely it's better to make one small measurable piece of good happen rather than continue to plod on in vain for discovery, then to find that everything that we know of is destroyed and gone.
I'm just saying maybe we should pick and choose our causes.
Do you have any communication with business?
Sitis,
Oh,
who's gone.
but he'll be back.
I hope so. Ideally hope so.
Because did we send him before we left for...
We sent him
the mine?
from...
Yeah, I say we, I mean...
I'll keep an eye out for him.
We sent him once we knew that it was an Oracle mine, I think. Because we talked to people in Crookhold, they told us what was going on, and we sent Sitis as we were leaving Crookhold, I think.
Okay. Which way were you travelling initially? I believe Mistas is west of here.
We were just travelling eastwards along the coast.
Aye, well, there's a lot more coast now, eh?
Our map is probably ruined
We have to redraw the start.
I'm just saying.
with water. Just colour it
Yes,
in
we
blue.
should make change where we can, but should this be the first one we change?
There's something
Is the
here.
point I'm trying to make, and I understand your determination about evil.
I think we need to try and save Marcus if Marcus is even real. We can't leave Helnetian down there to die.
We know of this Marcus, whether he's real or not. Maybe we try our best for Marcus's case, and then we stop and reassess. One small piece of good at a time. We can help Marcus and get him out.
I'm not saying we shouldn't try. I'm willing to try, and I will try. But I just want to raise the point that we shouldn't keep going in futility.
On my honour, I swear on Eli's divine light, I'm not about throwing our lives away in this. I do not want to press on futility. Let us help Marcus, reassess our situation, and if the verdict is this is fucked,
If Marcus is anything...
I'll move on. Happy to move on. But allow us to at least try, whether this Marcus is real or not.
Oh, well, certainly.
If Marcus is real, and he's anything like his travelling partner... Yeah. They're both slimy.
Well, who's to say he's the same? You can't tar them both with the same brush without knowing.
Huey and Huey cooking anything.
Not at the moment. There's sat in the caravan watching the exchange.
I'll look at her and say,
I don't know,
do
but
your job.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. We've got a lot of sausages actually.
Yeah.
I'll have some sausages.
Well, sausages. Lovely. Get the big pan out. The big pan.
From the-
just
from the
clean
tower.
the big pan.
Oh, of course,
We got a lot of good stuff from the tower.
Yeah.
You were like, what?
Where the fuck
Fingers,
is sausages come from?
pieces.
Is this long pork?
Did they just find floating sausages in the water or something, and now it's just like...
Oh, I killed myself a few of those sausage walkers. Cut the legs off. No, the tower you went through was
Yes,
full
yeah,
of
I do
supplies.
remember, yeah.
Yeah, it was like
Also,
our
in the
dream.
basement, that was another thing which dropped down beneath the ground. So even if you were to collapse it in, there was still another thing there. But yes, Hubie, you get out the big frying pan.
Oh, well, it's a rarity that over there.
Big cast iron skillet there. Get on a fire and chuck a good amount of sausage on there. Doesn't take long before the whole area smells of cooking sausages.
How many pounds of sausage is there?
Well, they're doing 40 sausages. You can work that out.
I can't remember how much or what sausage weighs to be honest.
8 is a pound.
I hope Josh is
5
watching
pounds
on
of sausage.
Facebook and marking it on the spreadsheet exactly how much they're cooking.
Yeah, no.
I will force people to remember how many sausages there are to a pound.
8 sausages a pound.
Okay.
So
Never do they make a
£5.
sausage with a little bit of extra in it. They always get it exactly right.
64 sausages to the average baby.
That's what you said. A baby's
That's,
worth 64 sausages at it.
That's jail talk, that is, Harry.
I guess you're on that list.
It's that thing that I said the other day.
Who's
that-
this average baby? I need help.
That person online who said, I don't understand why, considering the UK is like known for its metric system, a 40k is measured in inches, and then someone just went into a rant about how fucked up all of our measurements are. Like, yes, we do use inches for this, but we use centimetres for that, and then millimetres for this, and then we use this, and we are
At
fucked.
least we don't measure things in cups.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
It's the worst
I had to
measurement.
get Dad to get me some cups because I've got so many
Half of this.
American.
A couple of what size?
All
I
the
suppose it
I
doesn't
got
matter as
all
long as
the.
you're using the same
What
cup
cup?
for
Yeah.
anything. If you use
Well,
the
must
same
be the
cup,
mug.
That's the point. It doesn't matter, does it? That's the point.
Yeah.
But I got all the D&D cookbooks for Christmas, and they
Oh, they'll all be in
all
American,
use
yeah.
cups. So, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna need some cups.
Cool.
Anyway, Hubie and
40
Huey
sausages.
got
A lot of
their
sausages.
cups.
Sausage on there, they put like onions in with it as well.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Do they know how to cook? It's like they
they
learn.
put it on. They haven't had good ingredients for a while. Here they
Yeah,
are.
we were grass last time.
Got a
weren't we?
big vat of gravy going as well.
I need to keep an eye out for any like wildlife nearby.
Okay. Okay.
Any giant wolf spiders?
Specifically, crocodiles. That would have been useful. They're low to the ground. Turns out I can swim now. I can be a swimming thing. I just can't be a flying thing.
Hey, who can't swim? Father Hal.
God, poor guy.
Can float though.
Yeah, well, it was hard work.
Okay.
So I can't remember how many people we've got in our caravan, but when I tell Josh to update his spreadsheet, I assume we use a day's worth of food to feed everyone, plus water.
40 sausages and water. We're all going to be thirsty after that. And onions.
Make a nature check for me, please, Bert.
What? Why is that -1?
Intelligence.
Stupid intelligence. 14.
You spot a slug.
News just like all feeding fire.
I will get down on the slug's level.
Okay.
Which is much
Its
like.
its antennae. One of them sucks into its head while the other one stays proud.
Hello. My friend is looking for a companion. I was wondering if you would be interested in the role.
Nah.
Nah.
I'm a lone wolf.
You mean a lone slug?
I'm very busy staying on top of my moisturising routine at the moment. Don't like to dry out.
I'm sorry for disturbing your moisturising
I'm in the
routine.
middle of a reproduction cycle as it goes.
So hot on my fur oil regime.
Okay, sorry. I'll leave you be. I will leave him be.
Very slowly moves away.
Okay. Well, I'll move away at a faster pace.
You can make another nature check for me.
You thought about being threatening. just been like,
You're fucked.
I don't think you heard me. Friends looking for a companion.
11. Oh.
I don't think saying companion helps that situation.
It sounds a bit rape.
Yeah. You will come back to my camp.
Do you know pack tactics?
Stopped some distance away by the outer wall. There's a rabbit. It was originally a crab, but I re-rolled it.
How far?
It was about. It's probably about 40 feet away from the group. Jumped a few spots.
Okay, that's not too far. I'll go.
Get up and head over.
Like, obviously, don't want to stall it. So I'll be like mindful of that. Oi.
It takes a couple of jumps away from you.
I'm sorry to startle you. My name's Bert. And I'm looking for a friend.
First of all, make a persuasion check.
11.
Okay. It pauses. You feel like it could dash away any moment, but it pauses, looking at you.
I'm looking for that kind of violent energy. Yeah.
Train and shape into like a battle rabbit.
What's your name?
I nearly shot myself.
It's like Cthulhu.
The white rabbit of Carbanok.
Fucking hell. Could be. Hey. Oh no. Not another drug user.
I'm not really looking for a friend, but I'm after, cabbage, celery, lettuce, anything like that. No carrots though.
I think I've got some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Head ducks down to the side.
Not on me right now.
You aren't carrying a net, are you? Or a cage or something?
Hang on, let me check I'm not carrying a net. Some of my characters do have nets. No.
Alright. I'll take the food.
It might be better if I go get the food and bring it back, because my friends can be a little bit rash.
Yeah. I've seen them two over there eyeing me with their spit.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Alright.
I'll go back to the caravan.
Okay.
I need some cabbage or lettuce or... Yeah, cabbage or lettuce.
Who are you asking?
Hubie and Huey.
Ah. Cabbage or lettuce? It doesn't really...
We got
It's
any...
not going to go with a sausage.
No, it's for my rabbit friend.
I'm not sure we're supposed to just be giving away any food to...
It's just a little bit.
Well, we haven't really got any cabbage or lettuce.
We don't have any.
No.
But I told him that we do.
Well, we don't. Could offer him a sausage.
What do we have?
Yeah, let's feed him up nice and strong.
Well, we need Josh to work out what you actually
What
do.
vegetables do we have?
We've got some grass. Got abundance of that.
Yeah, I think he does as well.
We're burning the sausage. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. There's like 40 sausages. It takes long to turn them all.
Sorry. I'll go and have a look in the thing myself. I'm
Okay.
gonna go to the cart.
Make a investigation check.
It's gonna be a bonus one.
Investigating fresh cabbage.
5. Anything in here? Any leafy greens? Pretty sure they're not actually supposed to eat one of those things, aren't they? Rabbits?
Yeah.
They like one, but they
Rabbit
can't have
wants
it.
what he wants.
Yeah. Any corn?
There's oats. There's like a whole bunch of carrots.
He specifically said no carrots. So not.
He's a rabbit.
I'm gonna have to go and tell him that we don't have anything. Shit on it. Well, I'll just have to go back over. I was mistaken. I'm sorry. We don't have any lettuce or cabbage.
Fuck!
Wow.
Did you say something else that you wanted?
Just some good food. Just something.
Like
Something
what?
that's not like just grass and
Sausages?
nettles, carrots.
Do you like sausage?
What? Wow. Oh, it makes me think of the spit. You know, the spit.
Okay, not that then.
It starts with sausage. Next thing you know, someone give you a little slit, grabs your tail, and woof. Skin's all gone, innit?
Who would do that?
Someone did that to my brother. And my other brother.
I'm
And my other brother.
I'm so sorry that happened to your family. That's very bad. I feel very bad. I'm so...
You?
No. I don't know who did it. Fucking inciting every 2 seconds, this rabbit. I feel, it was lovely to meet you, but I don't feel that our working relationship would be good because of what
He
happened.
runs away.
Because of what happened to his brother.
He's so fucking over you.
I'll go back to the camp very deflated and wait for my sausages. Oh god. 12, sorry.
On the way back, you spot a bird sitting on a low branch.
Is it?
Sparrow.
Oh, it's not Citus. Hello?
Hey!
It's lovely to meet you. I'm Bert.
You guys can't normally speak.
Oh. Yeah. Would you be interested in becoming an animal companion?
Was that like helping blind people?
No, not in this case.
Nope.
Because if you're blind people, why would you consider?
I love blind people. Well, I'm Bert.
Oh, Clarence?
Clarence.
Yep.
It's lovely to meet you, Clarence. If you do see any other creatures in the area,
Just Gamash.
Gamash?
Hmm.
Who's that?
He's Crow.
He's a crow.
He's bad news.
For you. I'm just in an area for larger creatures, really. But
When did you learn to speak bird?
not sure I ever did. I just
You are doing great.
maybe you're speaking human.
Hold right here.
Oh no.
Did they ever speak to Long Shadow? Yes.
He was like super chill.
He was super chill.
Sparrow flies right towards you. Like it just went chirping like crazy at you.
Oh god.
It's Attack of the Birds! Chipmunk all over
Make
again.
an attack roll, an unarmed attack roll.
No! Don't you kill that fucking sparrow on me!
It's a 12. 12 to hit.
What's your basic damage?
3.
I only just hit you.
As it flying right next to you, you swing your hand to the side, you hit it goes into a tree. Falls to the
Oh my! I'm gonna run straight. Oh my god!
Just a few feathers, like.
I can't believe you've done this. I'm going to run directly over to the bird.
I've just got attacked by a bird.
I'm gonna.
What is happening?
trying to take my sausage as well.
Clarence! I'm gonna pick up Clarence! And oh no! I'm gonna put. I don't have any spells! Oh no! Fucking, I'll pick up Clarence and I'll run over to Lycidius. I needed to heal Clarence. He's hurt.
Can't. We need to rest.
Oh no! I'm gonna come over to. Oh god!
I can't believe I'm gonna do this. This is my last fucking spell slot. I'll cure wounds him. I guess a D4 plus 6, so it's still
I
gets
needed
more
to-
than
He's got 1 hit point.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Clarence immediately sparks back to
Oh. Oh. I think you should fly away now.
her. I can't speak human. Clarence flutters away.
Why did you do that?
He's trying to get my sausage.
He
He just came over here. It was like in my face.
he was trying to speak to you.
No, he wasn't. He was just.
He speaks bird, but he didn't know.
Then why would he think I spoke bird?
Because he thought he was speaking human. I told him he was.
What would you tell him? Why would you tell the bird he's speaking human?
I didn't know that he wasn't speaking human, but now I know. Oh, you can't hurt animals.
They can't take my food.
He wasn't trying to take your food. Look, you can't hurt all the animals. It makes you a bad person.
I don't hit animals often.
I've seen. I beg to differ.
They're coming to get you all.
If you see an animal, think about what it's going through before you hit it.
Okay. So don't hit animals.
No, unless it's trying to like, maybe
Trying to take my food.
no.
I'm gonna regret this conversation when we've all been torn apart by a bear and you're sitting down.
I'm just looking at Bert with
can't believe this, they're hypocrites. They told me not to hit animals.
It's all bullying.
I promise I won't hit animals anymore.
I was trying to find an animal companion for Lycidius. And Clarence was talking to me about the opportunities.
I think Lycidius is his wolf, not a bird.
Well, he's never had a bird, so he doesn't know what it could be like.
Not an
That's
incorrect
it.
statement.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe you prefer a bird.
I'm going to be keeping an eye out for a crow.
Okay, so if something flies at us, I don't hit it.
Well, just think first.
Okay.
Like, is it bad? Is it bad?
He looked like he was trying to take my sausage.
Okay, well, I don't think birds eat sausage. If that helps.
That does help. So My sausages are safe from the birds.
What is the maximum
I
velocity
think-
velocity of this? The lane not swallow, but like a sparrow.
Yeah.
Carrying a sausage.
Tell you what, seagulls fucking have sausages.
Yeah,
They'll have everything.
So I'm just gonna go back towards the campsite. I'm sorry, Bert, I won't hit animals no more. And I'm really protective over my sausage as I walk over back to the little camp. And I go, just see that fucking bird attack me.
Despicable. Carry on eating. Just well, yeah.
That's quite enough animals for today.
All right, what's the plan? You taking a short rest, long rest?
Ooh.
Would really like a long rest. I can't.
Just
Yeah.
meant to use your last spell slot on a
No
sparrow.
spells.
Clarence specifically.
Long rest, but keep an eye on the tower and the cathedral.
We're gonna have to watch,
Watches.
yeah, we're gonna have to watch, make sure no one goes in or out.
Because we're gonna need the general watch.
Did I
anyway.
issue you guys XP from the first ogre fight?
I don't think.
No,
I
so.
actually think you might have done because we.
I think that was from the cultist fight.
Was that the cultist?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no.
I don't think we got any from the ogre fight.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
fair enough.
Although I don't keep track of that.
Okay, 1 second, I'll do some XP.
Oh man. What a fucking trip this game is, I swear.
2 seconds ago we were almost dead.
And
now we're
now
smacking birds
the
about.
sparrow.
When you said you couldn't smack it, I didn't think about it, and then it like set in. I was like, no! Can't believe it!
What have I done?
I was thinking, what would I do if I'm sat there eating and then a bird starts going?
And I
I'm
thought,
trying to
oh
shoo it
my
away.
god, I just got this bird killed.
I was
sent
really
him to-
hoping you were out of spell slots.
I just wanted that misery.
You ever spoken to cities before?
I haven't. No, I went to, but I
Because you
think
that
you
might be a
all.
more suitable bird for.
I feel like Offie was always like, no, but I can deal with the fucking
Oh, yeah, no.
cities. And I was like, oh,
I'll
maybe
deal
you
with
should.
Fucking cities.
I was like, maybe you should
Oh.
offer us some food. And then you were like,
You can have food when it earns it.
yeah. Oh, yeah, it was funny.
Oh yeah, when Citis comes back, no one's going to go near him.
I'm looking forward to meeting Citus again.
I think he might have been killed by a wave.
Yeah, to be fair.
Or killed by Ramaran.
Well, it's Borrow's bird, right?
It's Borrow's bird.
Familiar, I think.
Oh, it's a familiar.
Yeah, I reckon it's Borrow's familiar. I don't know that.
957 experience points.
Ooh,
That's tasty. Ooh.
957.
957. Oh, so close.
Oh, same.
Oh no, I think it just added it twice. Yeah, it did. How do I remove it? Sadly, I wish I had added it twice. It would take me right over the line.
Yeah,
Too much for me.
a cheeky 3-7.
I think I need a bit more than you guys.
Are there any good like health trackers or experience trackers that aren't like D&D?
Oh,
Unfortunately not. Unless you keep like writing it down. That's why a lot of people do
I
marks.
don't mind having like a physical one or anything.
Yeah.
I just
I must be behind you guys in XP then, because we all started at the same time, didn't we?
Yeah, it's the only session you've missed the last one though.
Yeah, I've just added that 957.
You should be on the same as those two. I've missed a couple, so I know I'm behind.
Yeah, because we didn't get XP last session. So
So I should be on the same, because we all started at the same time, didn't we, for these characters?
yeah. So we're on 6121.
to be.
I must have forgot to add one, because I'm on
Yeah.
5355.
God, I don't think it matters too much because like as experience accumulates anyway, you need so much to level up, like beyond level.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you should be on the same as.
I should say, because I've been.
Because we're like first characters for this, aren't we?
Yeah, because I've missed 2 sessions and I'm on 5844. But the 2 sessions I missed was very much just little thingies, and you're on 6.
Yeah, 6121.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're on 612. You're on 6121.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Okay.
can just type that in as an XP without having to add and subtract and all that stuff.
because last session that you weren't here for, XP wasn't awarded
Yes.
There we go.
because you were here at the end of the cultist fight
Yes.
when we got
Yes.
the previous round.
The only one I missed was the one where you guys did your heroic, very good fighting,
Yes.
your well-oiled fighting machine,
And the ones I
which I assume we've just had XP for lumped together.
Yeah. I missed the one where we did after Crookhold, after Allcut died. I missed that little bit there where we didn't really do a lot apart from walk around Crookhold and find out to come in.
And walk.
I'll just put it to 6121 like you guys then. 6121.
And then I missed the one where we went from after the cultist fight and we went down to the thing. Yeah, I missed that little session there. I don't imagine a lot happened in that one.
That was where we went out to the tower.
Yeah, I missed the tower one. That's what I missed.
So yeah, we went after the cultist fight. We went out to the tower, found all the loot and stuff there. Went down, almost got hit by a purple worm, and thought, now we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, because I missed the worm one because we went into the down here and you're like, oh, we need to be careful of the worm, and I was like, what worm?
Because then we came out from doing the purple worm thing. We came out into the cathedral, went down.
And then
That's where we
were in that
stopped.
start. So yeah, that makes sense. Just before Allcut opened the door. Because I think Josh is ahead of all of us with Yeban. I think he was ahead of us.
Because he existed before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pre-existing character.
Well, because we all started at the same time, and then obviously he died and Adam died on the that little cultist little island with the dead people, and we left Novos buried under the floor.
In the church, yeah.
So he's still, well, he'll be underwater.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's definitely the water now.
And
On the
then
coast.
Josh got ripped in half by a silent stalker.
He fucking deserved that for
Yeah.
fucking around with the kobolds.
Yeah, that was Randy's fault. And then he came back
Because
with
he got.
Yeban.
Did he get stabbed by the kobolds?
He,
I can't remember how that went down.
He was bullying the kobolds. I think he went to kill one of the kobolds for messing with Sek. So I think he murdered a kobold just outside a camp. Then he got ripped in half.
Yeah.
And then when he came back, and then he brought Yeban, and then Adam brought Gideon, which was the level 1, whatever it was. And then we had that tent issue where he
Oh, yeah.
tent with that with that woman. Then I don't think that character died. I think he just couldn't make the sessions anymore, and that's when
Yeah.
Ollie stepped in. So
Yeah, 'cause he's working down in Canada at the minute.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a busy man, unfortunately.
Okay, so you can have a long rest uninterrupted.
Woo! Oh my god.
Does anyone go to the tower or the?
It stays all quiet. It will be, if you start resting at this point, it will be night time by the time you've.
Wake up.
Suppose it really matters.
Not if we go back inside. No.
Well, yeah, it's up to us whether we want to go back in while it's night or like actually just rest all night.
Doesn't matter what time of day.
Go back in the next day.
What was the lighting conditions like down there?
It was dark. When you went into the ogre's room, they had a fire going out. It was filled with smoke. Obviously, it was frequently illuminated in the circular room with the dragon.
But there's no torches on the wall. It's
No,
just,
no.
yeah.
You guys used light of your own when you went down there, as I recall.
Yeah, we did. And I got dark vision.
Yeah, I remember. I think one or two of us had
Yeah.
torches from last time.
You and Ulcar, I think it was originally.
Europe.
Then we got Yeban and
So it doesn't really matter. We can definitely go back down.
we got Yeban and Roderick holding torches for us currently. So, I'd imagine we'd leave them at camp. Unless you're going to attack the camp when we're not there.
I haven't attacked the camp yet. I might go
Although
and
he
get an army of
does like
sparrows.
that. He likes to do a.
So whilst you guys were doing this,
Eban and Roderick are out getting murdered in the woods.
yeah, I remember.
You walk back to the camp and they're naked at the top of the tree and across.
I remember LARP Tom Busby had a migraine one day and went to bed, and then the next day he had to be hung up in a spider's lair, and he was like, I just wanted to get some sleep, and like, well, shouldn't have
Should have gone to bed. Whilst you were doing that, you got captured by a spider, and now the players have to get you out.
How have we met with the guy who's got a migraine and feeling really not good for himself?
It was like next morning, it was like trying to explain where he's been. You got kidnapped by the spider. Yeah.
Always sympathetic, me.
Back downstairs.
We got
Carry on down this bit that we're currently standing in. So see if we can find Marcus.
Well,
Question mark?
that's where they came from, isn't it? So we're gonna have to go that way. We haven't even checked this way yet.
Check that way.
Yeah, the only reason I chose this right-hand passage is because I assumed, based off what the woman said, that the other way would lead in the direction of...
I'm all for it because they brought the prisoners back from that way, I assumed, to put back in the cage. So...
Unless there was more going on in there that we're unaware of. But I think we started in that direction. We now know how the trap works. We couldn't see Zala on the way out. So I presume she's still down there. If she is indeed human and wasn't an ogre pretending to be a human, but we won't know until we go down and have a look. So I'd say if we continue down the way we were before, have a look. If that turns a dead end, we look the other way, or if it looks too bad and awful, then, as we said, we're not going to do this to the point of our own ruination.
The only bonus we've got is those bodies died to fire, so they don't know anyone's actually killed them. So if they come back, they might just thought, oh, the idiots forgot to turn the trap off.
Well, if we go
Like
back
us.
down carefully and as quietly as we can, and listen out for any noise, and hopefully we don't stumble into anything unsuspectingly.
So we're trying to get back to get back to here basically.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
we can.
Let's go Windsor a church at night. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
Thank you.
Would you have said the ogre she transformed from was recognisable? Did it look the exact same as all the others?
It's just an ogre, man.
Make an intelligence check.
It was Shrek.
What the hell? That was an 18.
Yeah.
Oh, now you-
Ogres have got very distinctive features. It's easy to tell them all apart.
There we go. Perfect. I know which one it was, guys. Don't worry. Excuse me. So if I say yeah, I'm going for that one first.
So if we get back down to here, but
Yeah.
Boot
You get
the
back down here,
stone.
all quiet as you move back in. You pull the stone out, turn it to the side, clicks into place. Then very slowly as you watch it.
shall we head to here? And
Yeah, we will.
We'll go back to
As we go past, is the ball still in the dragon's mouth?
Yes.
And the body is still
Yes.
on the floor, okay.
So if we all wiggle in.
I'd have been pretty worried if the bodies weren't there. I'd have been like, oh, they know someone's here.
Cool.
small.
Shall I have a look?
Yep.
I go that way. All right. So this corridor goes up in this direction for a while and then opens out in a large room. This is a room which has been excavated. There are 9 hobgoblins here, all chained to the wall, but sat down on the ground. Closest one looks up at you. You come in the room, eyes go wide, grabs the others.
I'll gesture
Do it.
towards him.
Any of you speak common?
Closest one. Yes.
We understand you're being kept here against your will. Well, naturally, you're all chained up down here. There are others of you in the triangular room in 2 cages. I told them that if it's within our power to do so, on our way out of this place, we will set you free. But not now, because there are many of you. And only a few of us.
Let us free now.
If-
Fight
if we let you free now, would you attack us?
No. You free as we go.
Where would you go?
Just away from here. Away from Highland.
We have friends upstairs. We don't want you attacking them, mate.
What is this Highland you speak of? A person? Place?
The priest. He's the head. We don't see him, but we've heard Falrin mention him.
Falrin?
In charge of us, the ogres.
This Highland, is he a cultist? Would you even know?
He's priest of Ally. Second to the High Wizard.
He may have been the one.
Is Dane
On
on
the
the
altar.
charge down here?
Dane works for the High Wizard. Him not chained like the others.
I think we may have encountered that Highland fellow. Maybe the one with the altar upstairs.
Do you know what Highland looks like?
Never seen him. He's the one pushing what we're digging for.
What are you digging for?
I don't know.
Did we have a...
We dig. Falrin for
No,
Dane know what it
Someone
is.
does. I think Josh has it.
Oh, shit.
This whole place collapsing years ago. Most buried. We use the slaves.
This
Stone giants used the slaves.
This Highland, does he carry a dagger?
Never
Nice.
seen him.
How many of them are there? Sorry, in here.
Don't know.
Oh no, sorry, of the
These guys.
These guys.
It's 9 guys.
9.
9 hobgoblins.
Do they look in good health?
No. No, many of them show signs of the lash. The whip, not they've been on the lash.
Whoa!
Oh,
That's
man,
so
I'm so glad you're here. Do you have, like, just some cool water
And a banana.
Aspirin.
and some bacon?
Just to catch you up, we've gone into this bit down the side. Long corridor comes to a room that they've been excavating. There's 9 of these guys like chained up in here.
Okay.
It's the same as in the bit with the cages. They're like, "All set us free. We promise we won't hurt you or your friends.
So
We just want to,
hobgoblins still.
yeah. We just want to get the hell out of Dodge."
To be fair, they didn't attack us in there until they got whipped.
Well, I'll turn to you guys and say, look, there are 9 of them. We could escort them up and out now.
If they raise the alarm, I'm not sure we're quite prepared to face.
If they were going to be set
Dean
free,
or
they're
whatever.
all to be set free at the same time. That's what I would suggest.
Should we go put them in the other cage?
With what we have upstairs, all at the same time or not at all.
Let us out.
If we don't let them out, they could just scream and tell the giants we're here.
I'll step closer to them. I haven't got a weapon like to hand or anything like that. I'll make you the same promise that I made the others of your kind in the other room. We will set you free as we leave this place.
No, we don't deserve to be chained.
You do not deserve to be chained.
We don't deserve to be chained.
But if
we
you
should be free.
if you were in our circumstances and there were a lot of us and only a few of you, I'm sure you'd be cautious too.
And if you die, we stay chained.
True. But if you double-crossed us, we would die and our friends would die. We don't know you. You don't know us. I like to believe the best in you. But it is a big chance for us to take.
Perhaps as a sign of good faith, we could bring just one of them with us. If he returns, if he comes with us, we do what we need to do, and if it goes well, he can speak on our behalf that we're not here to harm them.
Blessedness has a good point. If we let just you free, you come with us, we wouldn't make you fight or anything, but if you stay with us, if things go bad and we die, you can run and free all of your friends here. But that way, we can learn to trust each other. You'll know that we don't mean you any harm. We'll know that we can trust you.
Second one. Don't go with the corp. They use you. We try and escape. They use you as hostage, try to kill. We need to get free. This might be the only way. I don't trust them. I don't trust you either.
Is this all in common?
Yeah.
I'll say it plainly. This isn't a good deal, but it's the only deal that you have. Otherwise, what do? You stay chained?
Because otherwise it's, as we said before, we will, if we survive, we would free you on our way out.
We're not normally left like this alone.
Either you take this deal, or you stay here and starve.
Take a persuasion check with advantage from either of one of you two, without looking at your stats.
Paladin.
I'll go for it.
Yeah,
With advantage.
With advantage.
because I'm sort of just loitering behind you. Really.
One was a 3. The other is above 10. Persuasion, you say. +4. 17.
I'll go with them, Core says. I'll go with you.
How are they chained?
There's a long chain between all of them, and that's been locked onto the wall.
How are they attached to the chain?
They each have leg irons on.
Right.
And attached to the long
Okay, so
chain.
there's like loops in the wall, and then there's
Yeah.
one chain, but then lots of
Yeah.
like manacles. Yeah, okay.
I'll go to the bit with just his manacle on then, with the axe, and I'll...
If you cut that, it will cut it off. It'll cut all of them unless you.
If you do, he's got leg manacles on. If you go for those, you can take that off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll chop his leg manacles,
Make an
not
attack roll
the
for
chain.
me, please.
Oh. It's not a 1.
I'm not going to take Corv's leg straight off.
We'll set you free.
Right, just tried so hard to make him think I'm trustworthy.
Sorry, yeah.
Just hacked his foot off.
15.
Okay. You bring the axe down hard on the chain.
There's no coming back
Breaks
from
the
that.
link. While he still has the leg manacles on, the chain between them is broken. So he gets 3.
What else is in this room? No, just not. What else is there?
You can see.
Or just an abundance of keys on the side?
So there's a large open area, and to the southeast there's a passageway leading off, which looks like it runs parallel to this down here.
Sorry, what did we say this hobgoblin's name was?
Corv.
How are you spelling that?
Korv.
K-O-R. I thought you said B. D.
Also on the wiki, Marcus links to a different Marcus.
Yeah, it does. Marcus, the head of the Helvetian group.
That's right.
Well, you're gonna have to spell Marcus with
What's that?
with the with the
Marcus would be.
Marcus.
Just call him Karl Marx. Job done. Achieved.
I could do it with a K. Wait, have I already spelled it?
Corv, if you saw anything funny, you'll be sleeping with your skull open tonight.
You wouldn't understand our jokes.
Kind of like this guy, actually.
I'll take it back. You can have your skulls.
Yeah. It's fine.
We're here to explore this place and find out exactly what's going on.
No good come of this. You should get out too.
In due time. What do you know of motion into the other corridor? What do you know of what's down there? Where have you been? Where have they taken you?
Well, which corridor are we talking about?
The way we haven't been yet.
The way you haven't been, the way down this way.
Yeah, the one that you said loops.
This stairs going down. More collapsed tunnels down there. They don't take us.
And have you always been taken back that way, as in the way we came?
Yeah.
Where do you go that way? Where do they take you?
There's cages next to the stone giants. Stone giants want free as well, but they're all kept in place. The High Wizard has necklace on them. Keep them controlled.
Have you seen the High Wizard?
No. He's above Highland.
Sounds like a guy with a yellow shirt and a green coat.
My mate,
I just think that was all me all exploded.
Have you ever been the other side of the round room along the corridor? Do they always take you to the cages? Have you ever been the other side?
Yes.
What do you remember of that way?
That's where Balrinth is.
And he is above Highland, right?
Balrinth beneath Highland.
Highland is beneath.
I think we should go and...
High Wizard. Highland. Balrinth. High Wizard.
I think we should go and pay Falrenth a visit.
Falrenth and Dean, they are both under Highland. We've heard terrible things about Dean.
Dane is stone giant, but demon get in him.
Dean has no necklace.
No.
Shall we head across to them and see what they have to say themselves? Or do you wish to go further down?
I think this Falrin is worth looking into. Potentially Pylan has been dealt with.
Possibly, if it's...
If we're to do this successfully, it couldn't hurt to cut the head off the snake. And perhaps, being a man of consequence down here, he may have an idea of where Marcus is.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Alright, so we'll lead them back towards the fire room, the dragon room.
Is that meant to be a door half of the corridor?
This.
No.
No. Just saw a little arch. I was like, ooh,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
we missed something.
It's like a little alcove, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, well then, leading back up to the fire room then.
We'll turn the trap off.
Yep, stop and turn the trap off.
Just go in there.
And then we'll go straight across.
Across. Yeah.
And go and search for Falrin.
So this corridor continues on for a distance. There's a corridor that leads off to the left, almost immediately here, but it only goes on for about 25 feet, and then you can see whatever was in that corridor, the roof has collapsed in on it. Look, there have been some efforts to remove the stones from here, and they're piled up at the side, but the work has stopped there. The corridor continues straight on before it reaches, after another 20 feet, a tunnel which heads off to the left-hand side. There is a... on the right-hand side, there's an alcove, and there's a fountain here. A head is set into the wall, hideous-looking thing. Mouth turned down, sharp teeth protruding out of it. Eyes deeply set in with carved out stone. Water pours from the mouth into a bowl underneath, trickling, leaving a soft sound which seems, where you are, to sound louder than it should. But the corridor continues off ahead of you. What are you guys doing for light?
Torch.
Torch. Okay.
I'll spend one of mine.
Have you ever been this far? To our little friend Cord, was it?
Been
Cool.
down there.
Well, if you've been there, so shall we. And we'll...
Okay.
Do you need a drink?
So,
We go over to the fountain.
where we are then. Let's reach right. You get here. Yeah. Small corridor here which has been partially dug out. You get to here. There's another corridor up here that turns to the right like that, but you can't see what's down it. There's a fountain here. The corridor continues straight on.
And he pointed down the bit with a turn.
It says Falmouth is that way.
Falmouth is that way. Yeah, that way.
At this point, we're following his direction.
Should we let him drink from the fountain?
If he wants to.
Okay.
Does the fountain look like the same kind of craftsmanship as the dragon?
Yes. Cole will go over and he'll put his hand in the water and take a gulp. Gulps them down.
Carry on down the way he said Falmouth was.
Okay. Corridor continues on for another 40 feet, and then there is another corridor in the left-hand side. This heading off at a 45-degree angle. This one goes on for about 30 feet, and again, it looks like it's been partially excavated, and then work has stopped, and there's rubble piled up in there. And the corridor continues on straight. Straight on?
Straight on.
Yeah, carry straight on. It goes down now another 70 feet. So before it gets to a large circular room, there's a grey light illuminating it. Ceiling was once domed, but much of it is caved in.
You said it goes on, look, goes down 74, carries on.
Carries on in a
Yeah.
straight line 70 foot, ending in this circular domed room. There's light coming in from the ceiling here. There are clearly cracks in the dome where are letting daylight in from somewhere above. You can see the floor has been made out of rough stone, but has pieces of green glass set in between where the stones have been placed, which catch the light and cast green reflections on the walls. The southern part of this room is partially collapsed, with part of the wall having fallen in, cast rubble across the room. There are some bones, old bones, scattered across the floor. It's all quiet in here. No other exits.
Does our hobgoblin look worryable?
He's just standing there looking.
Just move into the room and have a closer investigate.
Yeah.
Where?
Are there, I'll move in, have a look. Are there any signs of life, like any stuff that a guy who maybe called Falmouth may have left here? And
You'd say that on the northern wall there appears to be an archway as if there was once a corridor there, or they were designed to be a corridor, but it's a solid wall there. You immediately think about, well, maybe this is a door, but going and looking at it, it appears solid.
You say it looked like it's been a door that was been bricked up.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'll just give it a bonk, like a bit of a bonk with the stub of the torch, given that we had that other wall that was poorly bricked up. And
The torch hits it, it feels solid and heavy. No sign of it giving in.
but no other signs of.
No.
No iconography anywhere, or
No. The room was once plastered, but that plaster has cracked and fallen down.
I thought this is where we'd find, was it Falrinth you said?
It was supposedly down here.
Well, there's no sign of anything here.
There was the other
Back up
passageway.
towards the fountain and take the other passageway.
Yes.
That I can't expect a person down here to stay in one place all the time.
No.
So onwards we go, I suppose.
So back up to the fountain and then the other passageway.
I'll take a perception check from everybody.
Oh,
I'm rolling at 20.
yeah. I am 16.
22.
14.
12.
The group are all moving back down the corridor. You catch what you think is a glint of light coming from the northern part of the corridor when you come back out of the round room.
So, just in front of us.
Yeah, so you've gone down here,
Yeah.
circular room, you turn back out and you come out, and then there's a wall there,
Yeah.
and there's a glimpse of light coming from between the mortar.
I imagine I'll be in the middle, I'll be in the back, I'll tap him on the shoulder and just point towards, like, where the glow's coming from. So, I'll try not to say anything and just sort of, like...
What the fuck?
I'm trying to be a dragon because... I'll point exactly in the direction where the light is just flickering from, and I'll point towards your torch as if to say... Oh, for God's sake.
What is it all then?
There was a light just there.
This bit of wall.
Yes.
Is it far from us?
Sorry?
Is it far from us?
No.
No,
Pointing out.
The corridor you're just walking down.
Andrew just walking down.
I'll put my
Oh,
hand.
so we're walking down the corridor and then it's...
Yeah, you walk down this corridor, you got into the round room,
Yeah.
you had a look around, you turn around and walk back out again, and as you have done, or you just notice this on the right hand wall that you walk past.
Right, okay.
Is there? I'll put my hand against the gaps in the mortar. Can I feel like any movement of air?
Yes.
Okay, and I'll give it a bit of a shove. See how firm the wall is.
With just the slightest shove, this thing easily rotates. You've got a solid wall with bricks mat on the front of it, and it turns in, revealing a 20-foot corridor which ends in a wall.
See what's it rise?
Does someone want to jam this open? I'll head in and just make sure it doesn't close behind us. Don't want to get stuck in if there's any mechanism.
I'll grab
I'd also be worried about traps in there too.
a hand axe and
Traps?
sort of jam it in the
We've
mechanism.
never had any problems with traps.
More traps. More traps.
Clank the axe into the hinge of the door.
Yeah, just to hold it open.
I'll gingerly shuffle in, being cautious of your mention of traps. I'll pass the torch to whoever comes through closest behind me.
I'll follow you.
I'll hold you the torch, and I'll get the haft of the axe, and I'll like. How long's the corridor?
20 foot long.
20 foot long, and I'll just tap the floor in front of me as I go, like quite a lean on it. So I'll keep
Tap it, right?
keep going. Tap on the floor, lean. Tap on floor, lean, and
As
I'll.
it hits each flagstone, you're equally relieved. No fire bursts out. No, nothing happens.
Okay, I'll walk all the way up to the wall at the far end then, in that fashion.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Okay.
I guess the rest of us are waiting at the other end.
I'll
Stopping the thing closing and just waiting for an all
Yeah.
clear.
I've jabbed
I'll-
the axe in there.
hold up my hand again against this other wall that's right in front, and I'll try and give it a push like I did the other one.
Okay. As you give it a push, the
Fuck.
fire bursts out of bow walls on both sides of this door as it just clicks. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh no, I think is the answer.
I'm not. So I'll probably have to do 1, 2.
Okay.
I think
that's
these
right.
dice are cute,
Yeah.
isn't they?
You know, when it comes to crawling on the floor, I can't roll on the 10.
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone's rebelling. I'm just trying to get to the saving page. Come on, do the job.
21.
Okay,
That's enough. So,
mine is not that. Yeah, it's 10.
okay, you fail, you pass, you get half of it. It's only 16 points of fire damage. It's nowhere near as bad.
Okay, thank God.
Fucking hell.
But as you pushed on that door ahead, it does move. So the wall does move open as there is another door there. And as it cracks open, light spills through into this short corridor.
Torchlight. As
Yeah.
in, like,
Yes.
I'm going to fucking move through that door damn quick. Straight out the other side.
Yeah.
I'm not staying in there with the prospect of more fire.
Okay, you open the door. There's a torch mounted in the wall here, and there's a table in the centre of it. The table's quite rough, made out of wood. There's a chair, a chest, hanging on the wall are 2 scimitars and a punch dagger. There's 2 maces, a wavy bladed knife. There's a chair next to the table, a candlestick with a candle in it that's lit, and the room is empty.
No persons.
how far down is the candle burnt?
Probably about halfway. There's a door on the far side of the room which is closed.
I'll wave to those behind us.
Has the fire stopped? Or is it like a
Yeah,
continued?
you just
Yeah,
Just light torching.
yeah.
Nothing
Yeah, we
compared
should-
to what
I
we're
guess
used
we should
to.
try and stick together, so we'll head down, I guess?
Yeah, we'll
I've left-
catch up to you, join you.
And also left an axe in the first hinge. I've put anything in the second door.
Okay.
But that fucking trap.
No, we'll all hurry down the corridor anyway and then meet everyone in the other room.
So yeah, so we're all in this new room now.
Yeah, you head into the room, and so like I say,
I'll-
cot, table, chair, torch in the wall, candle partly lit, chest on the side, weapons hung on the wall, a door at the far side.
I'll stand ready by the door just in case someone comes back and I wish you check this out.
Yeah,
There might be something useful.
I'll put your torch on the floor because I don't know what to do with it. And I'll go out and first thing I'll choose the chest. And I'll see if I can
Oh
open
yeah,
it.
there's a chest.
Well, let's hope this isn't another dart in neck situation.
That was fun.
Didn't see a morning star hanging
Fuck,
up. So I
where's
don't
all
care
the
about no other
rogues?
weapon.
Where's all the rogues when you need them, eh?
All right. The chest has a large padlock on the front of it.
Do I think? No, I think I can. I'm going to try and hit the padlock with my morning star.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Do I think? Not a single thought in that brain.
It's a dirty 20, I think.
You slam the lock. You slam it. It just breaks off easily. It was old.
Like a feel really big and strong, and I'll open it up and see what's in there.
Some darts. Can you?
Why?
Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh my god!
We need to learn a feat other way from every door, chest,
24.
wall.
It's fucking about 20.
It's like the third one I've rolled in the
I know.
past like 20 minutes.
Okay. Take 5 points of piercing damage as a dart into your neck. Unfortunately, you're able to hold off the effects of the poison that's on it.
Is there anything in the chest?
Immediately looking for you.
Just after getting hit, I'm like,
Jewel dagger, a scroll, a pouch, lots of clothes, selection of hats,
Oh, good. You need some of them.
I do
some
need clothes.
scarves, an eye patch,
Baleful eye.
a small wooden box.
Would the clothes fit me?
Yeah.
I'll grab the clothes and start putting them on.
I'm gonna face some
I'm
bad
like,
guy
oh,
later,
there's-
and you're
there's-
literally gonna be wearing their clothes. That's such an insult.
There's stuff in here that people that need to read can read. And I'll look at someone who is more intelligent than I am to come and read.
So not me.
Not really me,
It's
but
like intelligent.
We don't. What read? Are we talking like notebooks? Anything useful?
Like you roll it up and there's writing on there.
A scroll.
That's them.
Just pick up anything that could be useful. A scroll, anything like that. We'll worry about what it is later.
Okay, I'll put the clothes on. I'll grab the scroll, the daggers, the eye patch, because I'll put it on just so I can feel like I'm looking cool.
Okay.
Um,
It looked like you just went like that.
yeah, because I don't want to put it over my eyes, so I'm just going to put it on the middle there, so you might think I've got
gotta
three.
keep that depth perception, you know.
To keep your psychic eye covered.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, something about a one-eyed guy in the back of my mind, so I'm just going to put it on. And then, yeah, and just grab the daggers and the clothes for myself.
Okay.
And a hat.
A hat.
I reckon I can pull it off. I have to like push it over my horns, just and then.
A small wooden box as well.
Oh yeah, I should probably pick that up too.
That seems like it.
Yeah.
He's running them out of the trap.
How strong is said wooden box?
It doesn't look like it's locked or anything.
I'm gonna open it then, aren't I?
Okay. It opens. In here, it's like some pinkish putty-like substance, fashioned in the shape of almost looks like a nose, and then another piece of it shaped like a chin.
Cool. Okay.
It's
I've
this
got a
fucking
nose and a
Gump's prosthetic kit.
I've got a nose and a chin, so I don't need to put them on. But I'll walk over to Bert and I'm looking at it and saying, why would someone need a nose or a chin?
Well, I don't think a beholder has it either. What's a beholder?
I think it's beyond me as to why someone might have that, but if you found an eye patch in there and they've got a fake nose and chin, I imagine whoever we're looking for is severely disfigured.
Or trying to conceal their identity in some way.
This could be a disguise kit.
I know someone that's quite good at concealing their identity. We met them, I don't know, about 9 hours ago.
You want this nose?
Looking at the weapons around the walls, are they like ornamental or are they just being
No,
displayed?
they're practical.
They're just displayed.
Displayed.
I will put if no one wants the nose and the ear, I'll put them in my backpack.
Hang on to a fake nose and a fake chin.
Why not? Someone might need them one day.
Are
Does
we?
anyone need any weapons? I mean, there's a selection. They look
We could
reasonable.
give our goblin friend a weapon. There's only one of him,
That sounds like a dreadful idea.
but he might help if we get into shit.
We told him he doesn't have to fight.
No, for his own protection, not to help us. Yeah, for the
Then
secret.
he can pick up something on his way out as he runs to help his friends.
Okey-dokey.
There is one more room out, or one door out of this place. We should,
If we're done in here,
for the time being, I would imagine.
2 seconds. Adding an eye patch to my inventory.
what does the door?
Wooden door.
A wooden door.
Old.
I don't want to touch it. The bird
Yeah,
wants it
I
all the time.
will fall on the sword. I will go to that door and I'll attempt to open it.
Door opens. Hinges are offset. Corridor goes off at 45 degrees to the right-hand side.
I'll pick up the torch that Orvin put down and
Yep.
hold
Off
it
we go.
and head down with you.
Yep. The corridor continues for a while and then turns right, and then right again, and then ends in a door.
A normal looking wooden door.
Yeah.
Why would we be scared of a door?
No,
Try to
just
open it.
the door open. Yeah.
Door's locked.
Maybe there's a key in the room somewhere.
There wasn't anything on the table, was there? So
I don't think we looked.
Just a candle.
Maybe at the bottom of the chest under all the rubble that I left in there.
I think if someone had the key for the door, they would probably
Keep it
be
on that.
taking it with them so they could
I
open the
don't
door.
have time for this. I'll just take the axe to the door.
Fucking
Oh,
fire.
it's not great to be fair. It's like 10 or something. So
10 will hit a door.
yeah, I mean,
So
fair.
It's not trying to get away from you.
I just need some damage.
Yep. I think I'm I can't remember how much one. It's 7 plus 5, so 12.
The door is old, and even though it's locked, you bring your hammer. Is it a hammer or an axe?
You're an axe, aren't you? I think it's an axe.
Yeah, you bring your axe down the latches. It goes straight through the brittle wood, bursting the door open. It reveals a small room with pair of chairs, rickety table, a candelabra hanging from the ceiling, and a man sat at a table.
Don't move!
He wears robes, beard neatly cut, grey hair long hanging down his back.
Keep your hands where we can see them, and if you say a word unprompted,
He holds his hands up. And that's where we'll leave it.
Ooh, he's gonna fucking smell you.
Well, it's not that, is it? We all know that that is the universal symbol of you will die.
I really wanted to say I've got your nose to him.
Yeah,
There we go.
conversation
Very much, everybody.
good.
I got your nose.